countdown. It's so confusing. We didn't add ourselves. Yay, we're professional.
Yeah.
What is up? So nice to see you all. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm excited tonight because I decided to bring a bunch of my older decks that I haven't used in a really long time. Like the vampire deck and the shapeshifter deck. I got some new ones too, but it's going to be a really great night. I just want to say to Ghost Dragons, I know you can't chat that much and you don't have to respond, but I'm so glad you're feeling better. I've got to send you the screenshot to everyone, just giving you so much love and support while you were in there, because I did make a post about it because I was very, very concerned. So welcome back, Ghost Dragons. Jake Smith, so nice to see you too. I hope you're sticking around. Aries Mana, welcome. Blue Cross Roseanne, Shauna, oh hey. Mike Roberts, I was telling you I mailed out your book today. I had emailed you yesterday and said I sent it out, but I hadn't gotten to the post office. But it's coming in a package like this, and it's like this pink, it's this bright pink thing. You can't miss it. I thought it was really cool. Oh, Aries gives a cupcake to Dragon. That's so sweet. Enzo, what up, yo? Who am I missing? I know there's David Wrestler or Riesler. I'm gonna call you Wrestler because it sounds like you're a wrestler. I don't know what I'm talking about. And got anything to say, D?
Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm just trying to take names here.
Mr. Crowley came in. I didn't see him.
Crowley's
Oh, I didn't see all of you guys. Sorry about that. Whoa, I didn't see any of these comments. Okay, cool. So. Gray Wolf, what's up, girl? Just talking to you. Melissa Nicole, hi. Vibe with me. So good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Crowley in his house. Hey, Monica, welcome back. Salvador Soto, another name I haven't seen in a while. Cisco's not in here, I don't think. Is Cisco in here? He said, what's up, Cisco? Or, hey there, Cisco.
I don't know.
I didn't see her in here unless I don't know her handle. Yeah. Judy Wheeler, hi. This is so cool. I was like, oh, we only got 7, but no, we don't. DC Joey, oh, I haven't seen some of you in so long. So awesome. Jordan Kodiak, what is up? I just did your intuitive oracle today. I just have to run it through the editor. So expect a text from me in the next couple of days with that for you. I did not forget you, honey. Life happens. It's been crazy. Maraid, my beautiful wifey. SDK. Yes, Monica, everyone who comes in, it's the same as it's always been, honey. Everyone who comes in gets a reading. Dawn Hendrickson, just listening tonight. No worries, babe. Jarvis. With all that being said, let's get it started.
Jake Smith is the first one.
Jake Smith. Let's do Into the Lonely Woods, because why not? And guys, just remember, I don't keep track of which deck I use each week on you. So if I use the same deck 5 times, it's the universe, not me. Oh, Jake Smith. I hope you're doing well. I hope Chad's doing well. I've really got to get together with Sunny because I'm trying to get an interview show going. Brasselhoff, what's up, babe? I just can't call you Alex. I'm sorry. Hello there. Hello. Blue Crossroads, I highly doubt you suck at guitar. All right. Jake, Gifts of the Lonely Path. It's the 32nd card. There will be times when the solitude feels blissful, the sensation of the air, the scent of the bud, the song of the bird, the wisdom of the trees, the knowledge of the steady earth beneath your feet. When you are so full of the song of the world, you become one with the rhapsody of life as your soul flows forth from the small space in which it was once contained. What once was a void has now become a world overflowing with delight and discovery. What once was darkness is now filled with stars. These precious insights may never have been seen or felt or understood had you not been in isolation for a time. There are gifts here on the lonely path. Receive them and make them yours. Lots of solitude, lots of maybe self-isolation, right? Going through a lot personally. And I don't know if it's maybe not that it's not knowing how to relate to people, but kind of just like you don't really feel like it right now. I feel like you're just have this purpose right now that you're kind of trying to fulfill for yourself. You're trying to find what you're doing next. You're trying to find where you're going, trying to find parts of yourself and maybe even get some soul pieces back. I feel like you could be working on you. And I don't even think,
Thank you so much.
Dark Holidays, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, Super Chat is open, and Cash App and PayPal as well. I feel like you're learning things about yourself and growing and changing. And I don't even think you realize you're on a self-discovery mission, like a discovery of your soul. But I think it's going to hit you probably in another few weeks. You're just going to be like, oh my gosh, look how much I've learned about myself and look how far I've come, because you have come really far. So what this is saying is just enjoy the isolation right now, at least for this week, and enjoy the lessons that come with it. And don't think of it as loneliness. Think of it as just, solitude where you're learning and growing, because that's exactly what's happening. All of this stuff that you think is like loneliness and solitude and your isolation, and you're like, nobody's really around, and you have people around, but like not too many that you're very, very close with. And I feel like that's supposed to be right now. You're definitely on your divine path. Even if it feels lonely, sometimes that happens.
All right. Second, we got Aries Mana.
Aries, let's do heal yourself.
All right. And then these two. You said mom.
I sure did. Aries, using the Heal Yourself Oracle.
Still here?
I hope
I
so.
hope so.
Aries, just let us know that you're here. I pulled your card already, so it's the card number 13, the card of reflection. Use rejection to grow, expand, and build yourself. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilize you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. If you are a writer and you sent your articles or a book to a publisher and they've rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognizing that there is someone out there who is more suited to you. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and give up. Then they hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you're being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make the same mistakes again. So you could be dealing with definitely some kind of rejection in your life, whether you've already experienced it or whether it's coming up. It could be something this week, something you're really looking forward to, like take it how it resonates, but maybe you're supposed to be going on a date and the person stands you up, or whatever it may be. What the universe is trying to say to you is, don't let it make you like jaded and cynical. Don't make it take you or put you off your game, right? Just keep going. Act as if it's not even bothering you. And I know a lot of people think acting as if is really inauthentic, but let me tell you something. If I didn't act as if and fake it till I make it, I would not be here. I really wouldn't. So Aries, definitely hope you come back if you're not here and hear this. But definitely don't want to take everything to heart this week. Something that may be a rejection is going to end up being a blessing in disguise down the line, for sure.
All right. Next up, we're gonna do.
Let me get to Brasselhoff because he's
That's
driving.
what I was just about to look at, and then I forgot my phone on. Before we started, it went off.
Heather Nikki, welcome. I think I saw Ange in here.
She is.
All right, Brasselhoff, here you are right now, Fallen Angel. I have the soundtrack to Hamilton in my head. Hey, Roger Blair, welcome. So nice to see all these new names.
All weekend.
Yeah, I have it like, raise your glass to freedom.
Oh, you don't want to get copyrighted set up?
Actually, you're allowed. You're allowed like 15 seconds before it's a copyright strike.
Fair use.
Fair use, yes. Mac Taylor. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, Brasselhoff, you got Crochel. Now card number 38, and it's the card of mystery, sir. Element fire, planet Venus, and I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius energy right here. Events below the surface are influencing your life. Examine your dreams for clues. Kroshel, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Krokel is a beautiful queenly angel with flowing dark hair. She reveals the darker mysteries of the soul through divination and dreams. With her as your guide, you can thread the maze of your life with confidence, but as an enemy, she will conjure storms and phantoms from the underworld to alarm and confuse you. On the whole, though, she is a benevolent spirit, keen to guide and slow to take offense. So, I feel like you could be having some self-confidence issues, but I feel like it's because of outside sources. Like you have so many people telling you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't have done that. And if that's not happening, it's going to start, unfortunately. I feel like this week you really have to have, ouch, I bit my lip. You really have to have a thick skin, brush off, okay? Because I feel like people are it's going to feel like they're coming in all directions to kind of like go at you. When really, what's up, Anson? When really, it's like that's what they're doing, but like you have to have that thick skin and just know that they're probably just jealous and you probably have something they want. There's definitely at least one person in your life that is trying to tear you down right now. I don't get like a really close connection, so it could be a friend or someone at work. Could be a close, could be romantic, but I'm getting a little bit like of a further, like a little bit of a disconnect in there. So I do feel like you should definitely not take anything to heart this week. And no matter what happens, don't stop moving forward. Like if you're working on something, big or small, if you're working on it and it's important to you, don't let anyone take it away from you by naysaying you. Anson, do you want a reading? I know you're like afraid.
We can get you in.
Yeah, if she's not afraid, we'll do her. But who's next?
Next up would be Shauna.
Miss Shauna. Shauna, let's do Raven's Wand. Paradox Fossils. Sorry. Paradox Fossils, welcome. Yeah, what are you guys doing tonight? I almost said it's Friday night.
I keep thinking it's the weekend. I think I even put it in the chat a minute ago. I'm like, how was everyone's weekend?
Hey, dearest. My mom's in the chat. That is actually my mom. Don't know how.
Funny story about the picture on her, like her profile picture for that mom.
Yeah, what
thing.
is that?
That is the flower on the lapel of Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Oh.
Zoomed in.
Yeah. All right, Shauna.
Every day is Saturday.
Lucky you. Piercing the Mist. Lilac Bee Sweet places flowers to remember her friend, wishing he was close by. She doesn't realize that he's right beside her, watching in spirit, because grief has clouded all, even her sun. However, just like the sun struggling to break through, hope lives even in despair, even if it seems remote and veiled. The light of the sun will eventually pierce the mist, and then the scale of our pain becomes visible. The pain might be vast, but it is not infinite. It will have an end and an escape. So I feel like you may be grieving, and it doesn't necessarily have to be grieving the loss of someone, like somebody passed away. It definitely could be that, but I feel like it's a grief more for like yourself. Like definitely, I know a little bit of your personal, what's going on with you, but I do feel like there's a part of you that feels like it's like grieving a part of yourself that you feel like you may have lost recently because of everything that's going on. I feel like you definitely shouldn't keep that inside. Okay. Let it out. Make sure you talk to someone that you trust, like your awesome husband there. But I feel like you have to find some time for you, Shauna, and like do something. And I think I've actually had to give you this message before, that you need to like unplug. This isn't so much about unplugging as it was last time. This is more about just finding a hobby, finding something that you love to do. And if you already have something like that, try to do it more often, because I really feel like it's not only going to take your mind over everything that's going on, it's going to bring some sort of opportunity and blessing in the form of taking a lot of that grief away, taking a lot of that I don't want to say pity, because it's not pity that you're feeling, taking a lot of the pain away out of your heart and really helping you heal in the long run. Whatever this hobby is going to end up being very significant when it comes to your healing.
All right, next up is Blue, obviously.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, I already know who's up next.
Come on now.
I don't have to ask.
Reserve spot.
Yes. Great. Wolf, you bring up a good point. Great advice for us all, actually. Christina Bell, hey, what's up, my ninja friend? If you hear advice that resonates with you and anyone else is reading, definitely take it. Okay. Everyone's going to get the message that they're supposed to get. Monica, can you just plug in and charge, hun? All right.
Yes, the answer.
Blue Crossroads. What happened?
No, I'm trying to do something.
Oh, okay. I see someone say hi at Ocean Mist. Ocean Mist.
Yeah, Ocean Mist is here.
Is this your first time here? That sounds like a new name.
I do believe so.
If it is, let us know, and we'll put you up a little bit closer to the top. I don't like making first timers wait. All right, Blue Crossroads, new moon in Pisces. Pisces, we know, is water, all about feelings, right? Attuned to the divine. You have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, you want what is happening, and what is happening is what you want. Your manifesting is working perfectly. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self, and you'll be well on your way to feeling blissfully happy and in tune with your dreams. Meditation is the best way to connect with your higher self, so practice it if you know how, or try learning from an online instructional video. Above all else, be kind to yourself and others. There's the shirt. All right, treat people with kindness. Manifesting focus. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to spirituality, contacting other realms, and taking some time out or dealing with fear. Manifesting mindset. The more you can believe that all is well, the more all will be well for you. And your manifestation affirmation this week: my conscious dreams create my reality. So on a Thursday is the best time to manifest like your magic, like to do your manifestation exercises. Thursday is technically Jupiter day, or of course, when the new moon is in Pisces. Blue Crossroads, I feel like you're on the right path. I feel like everything this card suggested that you do, you've kind of been doing, even if you haven't been like sitting and meditating, right? And which the card, the universe is recommending that you do, you're still manifesting very well for yourself. And I do feel like you're trying to pull that energy out and like give it out, like to manifest for others. What the universe is saying is focus on self right now, not in a selfish way, just when it comes to making sure you're attuned to your higher self, and that the things that you're trying to manifest are the best for everybody involved, not just for you. I don't see you as that type of person, but I'm not either. And I'll be the first to admit, sometimes I do slip into that mindset of like, okay, well, I want this, and I'm not even going to bother seeing how it's going to affect everyone else. I feel like something's going to come in this week that you're really going to have to think about, like an offer, an opportunity that you're kind of iffy about. And I feel like if by the end of the week, you haven't made a decision about whatever this is, or if that's already happened, if you haven't made a decision by the end of the week, then I feel like the answer is no. Like you should not move forward with this opportunity. But at the end of the day, I think this card is just saying you're doing a really great job. Continue to manifest, continue to be loyal and faithful to your higher self, to your higher power. And if you have time to meditate, even better.
Next up is Mike Roberts. Mr. Mike Roberts.
Mike, I'm going to use my vampire deck. This is one of my
I
all-time.
feel like everybody's dragging today. I've talked to a few people.
I think just probably energetically. It's
Oof.
just one of those days. I've been trying to nap all day.
Not a lot of sleep, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I didn't sleep last night. So hopefully tonight, maybe I'll take one of the melatonin. Take some little bit of melatonin. Ray Kiner. I think that's our cousin too. Well, my cousin. Mom's sister, Aunt Patty's son. Their last name is Kiner. SMB Bear, my beautiful elephant goddess, you are here. If you have to leave, let me know because I'll read for you. Blue Crossroads, you guys are so welcome. You know that. If you ever want a personal, hit me up anytime. Okay, yeah, I'll check my text afterwards for sure. There it is. Who's this? Mike Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Mike Roberts, you got the card of outsider.
First back from Ray. While she's doing that.
Ray Kiner says I am. Okay, well, welcome. Ray Kiner is another, I guess my cousin.
I know Patty.
Yeah. Welcome, Cuzzo. I'm so glad you're in here. I say another because Aunt Lori's son, Mike, comes in all the time into my SOR stream. So good to see you. I'm going to put you on the list since it's your first time here as soon as Damien gets back. Donna Messenger. Hey, Mama Bear. All right, Mike, you got card number 22. It's the outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer. The vampires speak, and yet the distance between you and others gives you a unique and valuable perspective. You, like us, feel estranged from the human world at the moment we find you with this card. It is as if a glass separates you from others and their world. You look at the lives of others, and there is a sense of mild regret at how distant it all seems. You feel unable to find the true meaning in anyone else's experience, and you cannot relate to what so many people care about. You don't care who wins the latest reality TV show. You do not know what it is you will do for the rest of your human days. You do not understand why so many people wish to be esteemed for their clothing or their cars or the title of their job. You cannot express these feelings to most people, and if you're blessed, as we so rarely are for fleeting moments, with a true sense of companionship, the loneliness, the isolation, and that sense of having no more home ends just for a little while. I'll show you what it is because I'm going to give you a reading. At this time, Mike, strange as it can be, disorienting as it can be, you are wondering about your humanness, if indeed you really belong to this great, thriving, greedy, enormous, wise, and childish family called the human race. This estrangement is current, but it is not eternal. Still, there will always be something of the orphan child about you, even if you have never suffered the abandonment so many have. Stick Ocean's Miss next, and then Ray Kiner somewhere up on top if you can, baby, please.
Right.
You simply are different, and you have yet to find your own kind. And the truth is that when you do find your own kind, you and they may only be able to be with each other in unusual, unconventional ways and for shorter lengths of time. The blessing, you have been given the opportunity to find your own way and to see the world from a unique perspective. This will give you great creative, artistic, and spiritual opportunities. Curse, you are outside the tribe, searching for home, lack of comfort. Working with this card, accepting the outsider's position for now, you can observe and watch and see and record. This will make you a valuable writer, artist, or teacher. Your unique perspective will be greatly valued. Mike, the art on these cards are great, Enzo. So this card is saying kind of what we all know. We're all outsiders here, and you're not outside the tribe because this is a tribe and you are totally in. We are the island of misfit toys. You know, nobody wants Charlie in the box. We are a bunch of Charlie in the boxes. So here, always feel welcome. But I feel like you may be having a hard time in your life off the computer, you know, like your real life, quote unquote, with understanding people lately. I feel like you're seeing people getting more selfish and getting meaner and crueler, and you're just watching what's going on in the world, and you're just like, is this all there is, you know? And the answer to that is absolutely not, right? The answer to that is you have to seek your higher self. You have to seek your higher power, your star ancestors, and figure out what it is that you're meant to do here. Okay. And that took me 38 years to do, but I wasn't looking. I didn't know I had to. So if you need some help with that, you can always reach out through email or text, because email is like, just because of who I am as a human being, I have a really hard time remembering to check them. But I feel like what this card is telling you is that it's okay to be an outsider. Be an outsider with other outsiders. And if you need that time alone, take it. People that love you will understand. If you have to spend every single second entertaining the people that you're around, are they really worth that much effort? Like, there are some people that are going to be, but the people that are worth the effort would never ask that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Trying to explain it in the way that I see it. So, Mike, I really feel like kind of stick to what you're doing for now, okay? If you're in a job that you hate and you don't understand why people behave the way they do there and you just want out, the universe is telling you, at least for this week, stick with it. You can check back next week and see if it says you can, you know, tell them to go F themselves and move on. But for right now, there's a reason that you have to be in the place that you're in your home life, in your work life, okay? If you're planning an exit, that's fine. But please do not make any exits this week. That's very serious. And try to connect with your guides and or higher self to find out exactly what your purpose is here, because I feel like it's time for you to start that spiritual adventure and journey, shifting from 3 to 5D, the collective consciousness, which I'm always talking about. Yes, thank you. Like and subscribe. Don't forget. Anson. I was just I swear, I just opened my mouth to say, don't forget super chat, super stickers, PayPal, Cash App. You guys, the donations really help. It's actually how I get paid, because I really don't get paid from YouTube. So thank you, Anthony.
Hit that right there.
And please hit the like button. I'll appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Ocean's Mist.
Ocean's Mist.
Let's go with the Lantern Oracle. I know I'm going to crack every deck tonight because I didn't bring that many. Yes, and that was good.
Good job.
Got family in here tonight. That's awesome. I always have our cousin Mike, Mike Haywood in the SOR streams, but not
Which
usually in
Mike?
here. Yeah, Lori's son.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Uncle Mike.
No,
I
not
was
Uncle
like,
Mike.
no
Remember he was
way.
here last week. Ocean's Mist, you got card number 5 in the Lantern Oracle, the unknown, knowing the unknown. Ray Kiner, if you're here, I'm going to do you like 3 from right now if you want to just hang out. All right, Ocean's Mist. It is natural and human to feel reluctant. Hold on a second. And fearful at the beginning of a significant change. Change confronts us with so many unknowns and such overwhelming feelings that challenge us whenever an unfamiliar direction is taken. However, to never try something new or cease to continue when things change is to go against life's natural rhythm of continued growth and transformation. What is known can quickly become comfortably familiar as well as stifling to our gradual yet ongoing progression. The price we pay to stay in what is known is stagnation and fear. Trust that you have the sufficient skills and knowledge to navigate your way through an unknown aspect of your life. It may be that you have avoided or put off changing your career, changing locations, committing to a new project, starting a family, or ending a relationship for some time now. If so, this card has shown up to remind you that if you do nothing different, nothing changes. And I think I pulled this card last week because I remember saying nothing changes if nothing changes. You are so much more than the accumulation of your fears. You are capable of moving forward despite any uncertainty that you might feel. You have everything it takes to choose the unknown and embrace change by focusing on what your next step requires. And any and every journey is the result of taking one step into the unknown at a time. Maiden's message: once you choose to keep moving, the next step will be made known to you. Okay, having a fear of change, obviously, like the card said, but it's something that you know needs to be changed. There's something in your life right now that is nothing but chaos. It's like tumultuous. I'm getting even like some anger involved there. It could be some kind of personal relationship, perhaps romantic, but it doesn't have to be. Just some kind of interpersonal relationship where the other person, just like you and this other person, cannot get along, right? Whatever it is, it could be changing jobs, right? I'm getting something a little bit deeper than that on like a soul level, but it could be that, right? I could just be picking up on several different things. I feel like this fear of change is stopping you from doing what you know you have to do. You know you have to pull yourself out of whatever this is, whether it be your job, maybe it's your house that you're renting and your landlord isn't fixing anything and you know that you have to move. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, big or small, you have to take the first step forward. The universe is saying, okay, no more putting it off. Now is the time. No more excuses. And if you can't just up and leave today or this week, by the end of the week, the universe really wants you to have a plan in place. If you need help, call on your guides. If you pray, connect with your higher power and your higher self, however you know how. And if you don't know how to do that, go on YouTube and find like sleep meditations, guided meditations to help you be able to handle change or to help you conquer fear or for whatever it is you're looking for. I listen to them in my headphones almost every single night as I go to sleep. And it's usually like scalar or whatever you need help with. But you definitely have to accept the fact that it's time to move on from something. And you know this, you already know, you're trying to like reconcile yourself to how you can figure out a way to stay because maybe the other person's going to change, or maybe your boss is going to give you that raise, or maybe your landlord will come around. It's not going to happen. And as much as I don't like to say that because I like to give good news, this is actually good news because once you get out of whatever this is, you have no idea how amazing your life is going to be.
All right.
Who's next?
Enzo, Serena.
Enzo, Shadows and Lights. Andrew and Gnomes, welcome.
What are we doing here?
Eastbound and down.
You're along this night, guys.
Yeah, I love it. Aw. Coach Dragons, I love you, and he will.
Yes.
Okay, Pancake. Yeah. And don't, please, I told you yesterday, do not think I'm ignoring you. I know what you're going through. I'm actually trying to, I've been getting some universal info on that. Okay, maybe a visitation, but I just am not ready to talk about it with you yet. I haven't had the time, to be honest. I'm hoping tomorrow. Pam lost. Oh, well, never mind. I'm not going to tell your business, but I did get some messages for you. All right, Enzo. Out trick-or-treating. We're here. Card number 5 in the Shadows and Light deck. Knock, knock. They're here. At your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black, appear 4 little ones if you include the little jack-o'-lantern. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in their cauldron. It could be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful that it's woeful. It's going to take courage to find out the truth, but if you do find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And Jack-o'-lantern is here to give you light up. What am I talking about? And Jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, they're ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. Little witch, apprentice. The trick-or-treaters speak. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for signals. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of the story too. It's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick-or-treaters help you to see... The trick-or-treaters help you to see through conditioning and old thought patterns, and as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible.
Thanks so
All
much,
you
Ocean
need...
Mist.
is courage. Ocean Mist, thank you so much. And please come back. We're here every week. Love to see new names.
Same time next week.
Yeah, Enzo, that's what it's saying. It's saying keep doing that. But here's the thing with this card, right? You don't judge a book by its cover. You don't want people doing it to you. You're open. You're on your spiritual journey, whether you know it or not. This week, though, could be by the end of the month, but I'm definitely getting more so this week it's going to start. You're going to be given an opportunity. You're going to be offered something that seems too good to be true, but it seems so good that it's going to be hard to resist. Definitely stick to that not judging by a cover thing and look deeper into this. Just like you would inside a person that you want to get to know. You wouldn't look at what someone looks like to decide if you're going to get to know them, right? You want to hear them speak. You want to talk to them. Same thing with this opportunity. Do not be fooled. Don't be sucked into something, especially giving your money. I don't get so much that it is a financial thing, though it could be, but I'm getting more of it's like a thing of like giving your time, effort, energy. And I'm getting spiritual, like an energy vampire, psychic vampire coming into your life to like suck your energy out. I feel like it's like a very person that's full of like drama. They're always like trying to hustle, someone like that, but they're going to come like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So you're not even going to realize that's who they are. So make sure this week, any opportunities that are offered to you, anyone new that you meet, stick to that not judging by a cover. Don't judge at first glance. Definitely look deeper into people and offers this week. Please do that. As your friend, I'm begging you, please.
I'm staring at like I start staring at the chat and then I look like up at the camera and I realize I'm just staring.
I just saw that. I'm like, wow, he has such beautiful eyes.
I'm like I wasn't. Oh, so it's not cold enough in here for the secret.
That was an awesome jacket. I have my little thumb hole sweaters. They have them at Kohl's. They have these like really kind of, they're not like thick hoodies, they're like spring hoodies, and they have the thumb holes, which I absolutely love. Steve Stockton brought me a black shirt with thumb holes. It was really nice. And I think I took it off at my doctor and it must have fallen because I had it on, whatever. I got 3 of the sweatshirts. I ramble. It's what I do. You're very welcome, Enzo. Thank you. He has to live with me. Whatever. My boy. I know I messed his hair up. All right. Who's next?
Next up is, it's actually a really good question. Next up is, come on. We got David Wrestler.
David Wrestler, if you're here, can you please give me a hey, howdy, how there?
Yeah, buddy, just let us know. After that, it would be Ray Kingo. And then Ray Wolf.
Mike, listen, you can reach out. I don't think I gave you my number, but I have a little bit of time tomorrow. If you want to just text, you can text, or you can email me and I can get back to you this weekend. Go back to your depressing music in your cave if you want. But remember that you are a strong person. You're on a spiritual path, and not everyone's going to understand that. Spiritual awakening does not look like someone meditating in a field of daisies. It looks like someone in a straitjacket in a padded cell screaming at the top of their lungs that death is near. Spiritual awakenings are hard, painful, and tough. But once you get through them, and sometimes it takes years, you're going to be so much better for it.
All right. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay.
So after that would make it Ray Keener's turn.
Ray Kiner. Are you still here, cuz? Hello, Nikolai. I just did yours and Jordan's intuitive oracle reading today. Give me a day or two and I will be sending it to you.
Huggy jacket.
And yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, Lotus. I haven't seen her
She
tonight.
isn't here tonight and I haven't spoken to her today, which is weird. I'm going to have to. All right, Cuzzo, I see you. I'm going to have to check in with her when this is over. Let's go with Magic of You, Ray Kiner. Oh my gosh.
The man in the black suit came knocking.
Good luck with that. That is one of my biggest fears.
I'm not scared of the mafia. I'm not scared of the FBI, the CIA, but the IRS, man, they'll get you.
I meant fear the MIB.
Oh no.
The Men in Black.
I'm
He's
talking
worried about
about
the
the
IRS. Ray Kiner, I'm excited. Awesome. So am I.
I think the IRS is scarier than the MIB.
You know what? I guess it really kind of depends, right? Ray Kiner, you got card number 22 in the Magic of You deck. Orenda, honor your mystical creative force, because your blood in this family. You've probably got something going on you don't even know you have, to be honest with you. Especially on mom's side. There is a mystical force present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or effect change in their own lives. Orenda appears when it's time to make a sacrifice in order to move into the next creative expression of self. The maiden contemplates her role in creation, the seed, the birth, the nurture, the release, both in her ability to procreate and her choices of expressing her creative force in relationships, music, art, and food. She sits bathed in the light of the distant full moon, her mystical powers reflecting far into the past and far into the future. The sacred snake extends from her woven hair. Her blood is offered to it as a sacrifice. It is the sacred dance of creation to give life and in turn have some of her own taken away, transferred, transformed. This card embodies the ancient goddess as she was depicted in the Garden of Eden as a primordial omniscient serpent, the bearer of wisdom. If this card is drawn, no, by a woman, definitely not. Orenda relates to all sacred female cycles, the transitions of maiden to mother to crone, blessing them as divine and equally valuable and beautiful. Cuzzo, the first thing I want to say is if you are not trying to get someone pregnant, just be a little careful this week, okay? Yeah, it's a fertile card. It's definitely, if I pulled it for a woman, I would be telling her the exact same thing. Be careful. So I feel like this card is telling you that you really need to try to connect with, but more so believe in what you already know. I feel like there's something that's like bothering you, like a question that you're asking. You feel like someone's keeping some kind of secret, right? But you're dying, you want to know the answer, like, and it's causing fights and arguments. It doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. It could be something at work. It could be someone in the family. It doesn't matter. The fact is, you already know. Like what you think the answer is in your gut and your intuition, it's true. That's what's going on. Okay. So for example, you put in for a raise at work and your boss is like, oh no, we don't have the money for that, you know? And then someone else gets a raise and your boss is, telling you that, he's going to give you one later. And he's full of crap, right? But you're sitting there still just waiting on it instead of calling him out on it. I feel like this week you should call people out on their BS. Sometimes I give advice in the opposite way. For this week, you okay?
Yeah, that really.
That was you?
Hand.
Okay. For this week, Ray, I feel like you really need to pay attention to your gut and to your intuition. Okay. You have a lot of decisions to make in your life. I feel like there are a lot of things that you feel stuck in, stagnant. You don't know how to get out of. There are some things you're trying to get into that you don't know how. You have a lot of decisions that you have to make. And what this card is saying is if you have a higher power, seek it. Meditate, seek your spiritual side, your guides, your star ancestors, whatever it may be. Look to spirit and the spiritual and religious, if you're religious, if not just the spiritual part and aspect of yourself, to get a better answer. Because I feel like you have really, really strong intuition. You know things and you know that you know them, but like me, and I'm, no indictment on you, you don't want to accept them. So you'll sit in them waiting for them to be not true, when the fact of the matter is that's not going to change. Trust in your intuition more. If you think you know something this week, like someone's keeping something from you, you do know. What are you smirking about? What happened?
No, I was trying to fix my hair.
Oh.
Because it was pissing me off.
That's why I put mine like this, because when it's down, I'm always
I don't have that option, Gemma.
Gemma.
Feels weird. Alrighty, next up we got
Gray Wolf. Okay. I did your personal today. Okay, how about Fairy Forest? Haven't used this one in a really long time. Yeah.
Oh, my back killing still. It came back.
Oh, poor baby. How many Advil did you take?
2.
Don't abandon me. If you're in pain, though, you don't have to sit here. Okay.
You need to trim your hair so everyone can see this.
Oh, you guys.
I'm not saying it's sin.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Ray, you're very welcome. We're here every single Wednesday.
My hair looks really good short. You guys haven't seen me back like that yet.
Your hair, I like your hair.
From or con?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for that middle part cut.
The point of me showing you that picture is that Mom thought it was a picture of you and asked where I got it from.
Well, like this is like his haircut. Look.
Yeah, it was, but it was like red parted down the middle.
Yeah, right.
Sorceress, Gray Wolf, rituals, power, and will. I love this card. Look at that card.
Well, she looks like she means business.
The devil. It is time for you to act, to gather together your wisdom in an organized and structured manner and create a moment of power. This could mean a ritual to recognize the beginning of a new stage of the life cycle. Similarly, it could mean setting up an important meeting, ensuring you are correctly prepared, and giving your very best throughout the opportunity before you. Gather together your energy, plan your strategy, and set your goals. Choose your time and choose your tools, and meet with all the power you can gather, like we talked about in your personal, Gray Wolf, the date with destiny, right? Before this meeting, whisper to yourself of the goals and of your goals and your powers. Be sure to fill yourself up with strength and conviction. Raise your head high, straighten your back, set your shoulders, and do not allow any doubt to creep in at this time. Do your homework, be very prepared, and then when the moment comes, let all this energy and power and self-belief flow out in a very smooth manner. This will help you through a job interview, a case that needs to be made, and gathering together allies and others to believe in you. It will also counteract any kind of self-doubt, negativity, or jealousy that may have been impeding your progress until this point. Every ritual of self-empowerment will be divinely blessed at this time. You must work at bringing back your own power, at harnessing your strong and potent will, which has until this time been neglected and underestimated. You are a being of power and commitment. Let us see what you can do when you believe in yourself at last. So I feel like you know, whether you have a meeting coming up or not, I feel like you definitely need to work on your self-confidence. And I feel like the way that you can do that is by creating, whatever it is you want to create, whatever it is that you've been putting off doing. We talk about this all the time, and we've been talking about it for quite a long time. I'm not trying to call you out, Gray Wolf, but I'm calling you out. It's been quite a while that the universe has been telling you through me that it's time to get started. Whatever it is, it's time to get started. And if it's a self-confidence thing, do some confidence rituals. I think you know a lot of them. And if you don't, again, listen to the recordings on YouTube. You can find anything. And a lot of them are really good. And if you listen to them while you sleep, it's like retaining knowledge that you don't even realize you're retaining. It's time for you to step into your power and step forward. Leave behind people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Try to think about every relationship in your life that's causing you heartache, drama, stress right now. Are these people worth it? Are these situations worth staying in anymore? But I feel like you're such a people pleaser that you're willing to sacrifice your own self, your own sanity, right? Just to not have to be unkind to someone who is perpetually causing you drama and stress. When you hear it said out loud by someone else, I mean, it sounds pretty bad, right? It sounds like, why would anyone do that? And I understand it. I really do, because you don't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. But I'll tell you what, the people that you've outgrown, that you're moving on from, it's not going to affect them the way you think, because they don't care, because they're not in a place right now with caring about others. You need to put your best foot forward, step forward, harness your energy, step into your power, and move along. It's time to move the gray wolf gravy train along, whether that's money, time, effort, love, whatever it is. You need to cut someone off.
Don't go blonde, you'll end up goofy. I want to dye my hair blonde. Did I do it?
I don't think you'd look bad. You got beautiful green eyes. Blonde hair, green eyes. Look nice.
All right, what have we got going on here?
A lot of maintenance, though, because you have dark hair.
Melissa Nicole.
Melissa Nicole, let's go with the Oracle of the Shapeshifter, okay?
And Cindy's not having it.
No, I did my hair blonde I did my hair blonde twice. The first time it came out really good, actually blonde, and the second time my roots were orange and my hair was blonde.
They did that. There's one of them actually on the picture there, I believe.
Gray Wolf, you are welcome so much. I don't know if we have any out, but I know that I had blonde hair. Actually, right after you were born, I dyed my hair. You were born in October 2004. I dyed my hair.
Went to Disney with them.
Dyed my hair blonde in 2005, January. I'll never forget it. Okay, interesting. Melissa, you got the little owlin. I thought my nail was going to fall off.
Gray Wolf.
I'm like, my nail's falling off. And then I'm like, oh no, I got them done today. Gray Wolf, thank you so much. You guys are way too kind. You don't know how much the super chats, super stickers, I can't speak today, and donations really help. Because if you don't make $100 on YouTube through ads, they don't pay you out. You have to make $100 to pay out. All right, Melissa Nicole, about the little owlin. I love this card, by the way. I love owls. You sometimes believe that wisdom is harshly gained, strained for, sweated for, earned with your lifeblood, and so it is at times. At other times, like the one you find yourself in now, you find the getting of wisdom to be as soft and light as the owl's feathers. A more powerful talisman hardly exists. You are being given a great gift. You will be able to now to see more clearly, even when there is no light around you. Night will hold no fears for you. You will hear clearly what people are truly saying when they are speaking to you. Their words' true meanings will be utterly apparent immediately. You will be able to know exactly where people, beings, and their energies are coming from, so it will be very simple to make wise decisions. Here we go. You will be able to move suddenly and grasp your fate quickly when this helpful being comes to share your life. She is both fairy and owl, a shapeshifter in form, and as swift and clear as rain. You will be able to hold a great deal more power than before, but you will know exactly how much force or pressure to apply in any circumstance. You will be resilient and resourceful, and you will waste nothing, and justice will be done. When I'm done with this reading, remind me to tell them about this weekend, EVPs. The little Alwyn speaks. Wisdom is not heavy, harsh, or cruelly given. Wisdom is as simple as being open and ready to receive. And if you're ready, if you've decided that you are worthy and willing to learn, the great horned owl, my other self, wishes for me to give you a feather. This feather is a talisman of magic, of wisdom that endures and can be applied again and again. Its power and wisdom will never run dry or fail to speak words of wisdom to you when you hold it in your mind's eye. The tide will go in and out, but this feather-like piece of wisdom remains constant. The sky will hold the moon and the stars and burn bright blue with the golden sun, and this wisdom will never fade or grow into a heavy burden as some knowledge does. Divination. A piece of priceless wisdom will be learned in a very simple, very easy way. There is enough potent wisdom available for everyone. You simply need a small portion of this wisdom for it to have an immense influence in all of your matters. You may receive signs that the wisdom of the owl is with you, the unblinking eye, the truth teller, the one who is the friend of the goddess, from Athena to Bladwed. It is likely that people may underestimate you or feel that because you have a light touch, you're not to be taken seriously. Nothing could be further from the truth. In matters of justice, you will now be triumphant, even with the lightest of touches. You are being blessed and accepted as one of the wise ones, but keep this treasure of wisdom gently. Use it wisely, and know that Owlin has given you a gift of justice, wisdom, transformation, and the pure power of directed intention. You are most blessed. Melissa, you are going to have a ton of really amped up intuition this week, okay? So if you're speaking to someone and for some reason their energy isn't sitting right around you or their words are falling kind of like feeling like they're kind of falling on deaf ears. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, no.
Look at what I'm looking at right now.
Oh no.
They're just like there's the camera. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Because look how small the comment
Oh
box is.
yeah, I keep forgetting you have a smaller
these.
computer. I feel like, again, this is like, I guess, going to be the theme of this week. You're going to know that you know, okay? People are going to be BSing you, unfortunately, this week, like all week. And you're going to have to figure out who's being true and who isn't. And I feel like, again, you already know. The universe is saying that you're only going to have this intuition for a short time, maybe a few weeks. I see like maybe 3-4 weeks. Use it wisely. Ask people questions that you've always wanted to know. Call people out on their BS. Now is a time of power. We're moving into... Actually, we're in already. We're in already Aries territory, right? So that fiery energy, Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So coming to know your own power, this intuition is going to feel good and you're going to want to keep using it and trying it out, but don't burn yourself out, whether it's with intuition and wisdom, working on projects, or even in love and romantic relationships, close relationships like with your family. Don't let yourself get burned out because of people pleasing and wanting to be kind. Okay. So this week, what I want you to do is pay attention to your intuition. If it tells you something, accept it as fact right there on the spot. That's it. Don't like second guess or
Listen to your gut.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we got Vibe With Me if they're still here.
Vibe with me. Let us know if you're still here. Melissa Nicole said, "Thank you, Gemma."
After Vibe With Me would be Mr. Crowley and Salvador Soto. So if you guys, all three of you, Vibe With Me, Crowley, Salvador Soto. Yeah, I know. I want to look like Tommy Lee.
Melissa said, "Thank you, Gemma. I've been trying to get more in touch with my intuitive side lately, so it looks like it's working. Keep doing whatever you're doing because it is." Damien Barbarola met Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson way back when they were together. I don't know if I want to watch their movie. Like I see that movie. Saw it last night. Did you?
It was when I was a kid.
Was it? I've been watching
The Dirt was really good.
The Girl from Plainville about Conrad Roy.
You guys see like Vibe With Me is here.
Okay.
You guys see like Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like all those movies.
Oh, is it?
It's just like those. It's like a.
I might check it out then.
Yeah, it's like a not completely accurate 100%.
Right.
But it tells it. You get a better understanding when you do watching a documentary. I'm not good with those.
For some reason, I can't say that. I will say documentary. Ghost Dragons, thank you so much. Much love to Gemma and Damien and to all you good. And thanks, son, for bringing my laptop. Yes, thank you, Giles. Ghost Dragons family has been most amazing. I actually said that too. Has been most amazing with me. Even the ex-wife messaged me to let me know, that he's doing okay because they knew that. I guess I was on. Giles said you were on my dad's list. I thought maybe emergency contact or people to contact if God forbid something happens. But they were just so generous with informing me. They didn't have to do that. I'm a perfect stranger to them, and just so sweet. And you could tell that Giles is related to Ghost Dragons because just beautiful soul. Jules, welcome. Oh, so this weekend, Damien and I on Friday are, of course, going to stream the new Batman. But after that, I'm hoping, and if not, we're going to do it Saturday night. We're going to get some more EVPs, do some more sessions in the house. We might do it live, but maybe we're going to try.
Depending on what the time is.
What time, how mom's feeling.
What.
And what we want to do. I don't just want to walk through the house in the dark. Like I want to have like a little bit more, maybe like a little bit more of a show. But we'll see how we're feeling.
We'll be good. We'll figure it out well. We can.
Either way, maybe Sunday night, or maybe like we'll start an hour early next Wednesday and do it then. We're gonna have at least 1 hour. Maybe we'll do it Sunday for 2 hours. We can do it earlier because SOR doesn't start till 11.
It doesn't have to go super, super early because you don't want to do EVPs early.
No. I'm saying that's what I was getting to. When we share them with you guys, it'll be in a live stream if we don't go live, and we'll try to do it next week.
That'd be good.
All right, who am I pulling for? Vibe with me. Sorry about that.
Record it a day and then we just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we record it on Friday and we don't go live, we'll premiere Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. That might be a little bit better just because the way the timing's going to work.
Yeah, and plus, it's like walking through the house. It's a small house. It's going to be like a 15-minute stream. I'd rather sit and go over it. Gerard Bennett, I swear to, oh my gosh, I was just going to say out my mouth that, do you guys know that guy that puts widow wink on everything? He said that we're like Pam and Tommy together. And you come in. So fortuitous.
Who's
That's John. Okay, so you used to call him Johnny Batman when you were little, because we went to Dorney Park and he had a Batman shirt on.
Oh.
And he told you that he is Batman, and you believed him because you were 4.
Sounds about right.
Vibe with me. You got card number 11, Queen Mab. I haven't dealt with this deck in so long. I'm so excited. Mab is indeed the queen of the old ways, and she works with the younger dragon fae to safeguard and keep knowledge of the earth alive and to keep the fairy realm safe from human ravages and interferences. She moves very quickly. She is electric, her energy charged at times, despairing and sad at others, and slow at others when her enormous energy becomes drained. She is fierce and so courageous, and she uses her magic to ensure her realm is safe and to safeguard humans in turn. Okay. They give like a lot of extra stuff in these cards. I remember that. Divinatory meanings, getting back to the basics of enchantment and magic, reconnecting with the old ways and seeing them as eternal, understanding the karmic history of your area and applying the principles and lessons in the present moment, telepathically receiving messages and trusting in them, knowing that your thoughts have energy and can have an immense impact on what happens. Think of the threefold law. Indulge in some old-fashioned magic with a K. Believe in your own abilities and trust in the ancient ways of wisdom that run in your blood as well as in the planet's heartbeat. Respect old magic. Learn more about the ancient lineage of magic. This does not mean to become a creature of what is called the past, but to understand and respect magical heritage and connections. Ask Mab to assist you with clearly defining and deciphering telepathic information, and ask her to let you know how you can assist the Earth. Many of the creatures on this planet are now facing extinction. Mab assists them and will help you to activate others' care for them too. Older family members may also reveal that you have a magical lineage. They may do this in subtle ways, but they shall do it. So, okay, there's twofold to this card because this is very specific, right? About practicing magic, learning how to channel, becoming one with the earth. And if those are things that you do, if you're, I don't like to say the word witch, but if you're a witch, then definitely take the advice of this and connect with Mab. Call on her as the goddess in your next ritual. Paying attention to intuition and dream messages coming in from your dreams from, I believe it's going to be extraterrestrials more than it will be like your angels, right? I also feel that this card is talking about your ancestry, your lineage, okay? Not continuing the ancestral path. Like there is some kind of something that happened in your, I'm talking like, 1,000 years down the line in the past, in your bloodline, in your lineage. And it's like, maybe it's like someone lost all of their money. And then I'm not saying you're poor. So I'm just using this as an example. And now everyone since then, nobody can, make more than what they need to survive. Or maybe your great grandmother to the 100th was brokenhearted and now everyone's unlucky in love. Those kind of generational things that persist. You're supposed to be the one to break those generational bonds. Nobody's ever went to college in your family. You're going to be the first. Things like that. And I feel like the universe is really telling you that if that's not something you're doing, that's one of your purposes here in this incarnation. Okay. And you're going to start receiving messages like that from extraterrestrials, from your star ancestors, and through dreams from your ancestors. Okay. So pay very, very close attention to messages that come in. If you talk to your ancestors that are alive now, like your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, uncles, siblings, whoever, okay, maybe not your siblings because they're probably around the same age as you, but you know what I mean, your older ancestors, ask them about your lineage. Ask them more about where you come from. I do believe you're a natural witch and probably a healer too. And I feel like you want to and should learn more about that. As I look at the butterfly here, I'm also getting something about freedom. The card is 11, 11, that's the angel. So there may be some angelic connection there too. I feel like you're finally stepping into your power and you're ready to be free of something or someone. You're leaving something or someone behind. Again, like I said before, to someone else that you've completely outgrown. The universe is saying it's okay to do that. Now is the time to take those next steps. Definitely not repeating past mistakes, not necessarily yours, your ancestors. Vibe with me says resonates. Awesome. Andrew and Gnomes Trucking, she has great cards. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into picking my cards. I order them on Amazon a lot of the time, but I do sit and really, the next one that's coming is like animal spirits. Really, really beautiful cards.
How do you guys feel about Scientology?
Who's next? Talk about Scientology if you want, but no religious debates, guys.
Oh, I never actually knew until recently that was a religion. I always thought it was like a way of...
Big Willie style all night long.
Next up, we got... All right, Mr. Crowley.
My co-host in the SOR After Hours from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
You just said?
No.
Okay, Mr. Crowley.
Okay. On Saturday and Sunday nights on Spaced Out Radio, Big Willie is in the house. Willie, I know you come in just to show love, but if you'll wait till after I read for Mr. Crowley... No cards. Take me off your list. Why? Are you scared? Don't be scared, Big Willie. I'll take you off for tonight. I'll let it slide this time, sir. This time. It's so nice to see you. We had so much fun, though, didn't we? This past weekend, everyone's talking about that show. Gray Wolf, you cannot tell a lie right now. Beautiful cards are addictive. You are not wrong. Jules Enigma, Gemma, you're looking fresh, beautiful, and spry tonight. Well, thank you. I am very unrested, but I did go and get a manicure with my daughter, and that was nice to get to spend that time with her.
Guys, I might go half stream tonight.
That's okay. Just leave me the list,
even
okay?
Gemma knows I have not been sleeping much recently.
We'll miss you, but leave that list there, and I'll shut the computer down, okay? Just get your rest whenever.
Bags under my eyes.
Listen. 9 p.m. and go check on him.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till 9.
Mr. Crowley, beautiful card. You got the Heart Guardian, love, and let yourself be loved. This is definitely for you, sir. Vibe with me. Thank you so much. And you're so welcome. Thank you. Look at this card. I'm getting Aries energy, okay? Not only Aries, could be someone with an Aries, a lot of Aries or fire in their chart. Blue Cross Rose, Gemma and Big Willie. I'm going to set Willie up with some shirts, but it will take me a bit. I still wear all of the shirts you gave me. I gave one to my mom. The one that said something like guns don't kill people except, and then it said some kind of gun, and it's like those killed, whatever. It was awesome. My mom's like, ooh, that would look nice with my jeans. I was like, okay. I still wear them. I love them. The SWAT one is my favorite though.
Get out of my swamp.
What are you talking about?
Shrek. You don't know Shrek?
I love Shrek.
I was going over this and I saw, no, I was going over the emojis. I saw one of the green ones. I was thinking of Shrek.
Sheep squash. The Italian accent. That one was fun, but I got to tell you, this past Sunday, bat squash was my favorite. Bat squash. Bat squash. I can't say it.
Oh, yeah. You keep.
But that face. What? Dude, everyone was texting me. They're like, we're so glad you and Willie are back. Like, it's so much fun in there now. Oh my God. I still laugh about it. I just keep thinking of that little blue, those eyes, the little blue face. All right, Mr. Crowley, listen up. This is for you. Welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. The Heart Guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even romantic connections. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are love, lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try and do everything on your own, Crow. If you are working on a relationship or in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. Mr. Crowley, knowing what I know, I believe this is self-love. I feel like you're really starting to come into yourself as far as your spiritual journey. I feel like, how you cut your hair and how you're kind of a little bit more optimistic day by day with everything going on. I feel like that is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're moving forward slowly. You're not rushing into anything. You're not even rushing into the recovery of everything that's going on. You're kind of taking it slow. Know that you deserve to be loved. Know that you're not 100% the person who's at fault. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't shoulder the burden for other people's blame, and don't let others blame you. Okay, you are being divinely protected right now. So watch how you manifest, though. When the angels are around, manifestation happens like this, good and bad, because they're like, okay, you're manifesting it, you want it. So watch your thought process. Try to make it a little more positive. Marie.
Talking about bat squatching here.
It was hilarious.
Sheep squatch.
Sheep squash. Someone said, say bat s watch. Bat swatch. That's not it either.
That's
not it.
That's closer than what you were saying.
Bat squash.
You're saying squash like the food. Squash.
Squat. Bat squash. Never mind. Who's next?
Next up, we have
Salvatore. Are you still
Salvador
here?
Soto. He's still here. If not, after that, we got Judy Wheeler.
You're very welcome. Love you too.
It's just like a mother.
The mother.
I'm like a mother from Brooklyn.
I'll take your mother out to a nice steak dinner and never call her again.
Yeah, I'll make your dad go for milky and then we're gonna come back.
Salvatore Soto. I'm gonna read.
Oh, for y'all, I got something for you guys later.
Uh-oh. Hey. I'm gonna read for Judy Wheeler. Judy Wheeler, are you here? Salvatore, Judy, or Julie, I'm sorry. Judy, it is Judy, okay.
All right, I think we're gonna go with Judy.
Yeah,
Judy
Sweetly
Wheeler.
Morbid Bear. You're not wrong. Sometimes I really feel that way.
What is
Been doing a lot better lately, though.
Oh, I feel it. Yeah, Gemma has that problem. We're in stores and her and my mom will be walking around shopping and stuff. And and then I'm talking about the thing you and mom do that I hate.
Oh,
when we go shopping.
You know what we do? We will I do it without even realizing I'm doing it. I'll go and for example, we were in Kohl's and he's like, "Oh, I'll go in with you." So we go in and I see pajamas for RJ and it's 2 pair of Paw Patrol pajamas and I'm like, $56 for 2 pairs of pajamas. They got to be at it. And I'm like so loud and I don't realize it.
Oh, mom.
There's no one else around and he's like, he's like, could you think that? Like he gets so mad. And
I don't believe that there's a reason to yell out. I'll go in with my mom and if she's not at the worst, she upstairs, she has no filter whatsoever. So I'll go in with her, and if she doesn't like the price, she'll be like $56. What the?
Yeah.
And then people are all like,
I don't realize people are around. He'll be like, Gemma, I'm like, but it's true. He's like, can you think it though?
Yeah.
But our mom, I get it from her because when we're in ShopRite together, forget it. And we both will do it and catch ourselves and be like, Damien would be really mad right now. So we do try. All right, Judy, this is for you. I'm doing the Fairy Tale Oracle. I hardly ever use this deck because some of the cards are super long to read, but amazing messages. And I'm being called to pull a card for you. So
I think that's the Haywood blood.
Yeah, right. It probably is the Haywood blood. Do you guys watch In Living Color? I'm showing my age right now where he's like, how much for these Doritos? Or how much for these cheese doodles? And they're like 75 cents. 75 cents? Good Lord, that's a lot of money. How about if I take out one cheese doodle and lick it? How much you gonna charge me? He's like, well, what if I take 3 out and give you 15 cents? And that was just hilarious. And Cindy says, I love Kohl's. Judy, you got the Goose Girl, card number 15, and it's the fairy tale about theft.
Ooh.
It's really long, too, so buckle in, guys. When the hour for departure drew near, the old queen went to her bedroom, and taking a small knife, she cut her fingers until they bled. Then she held a white handkerchief beneath them and let 3 drops of blood fall upon it. She gave it to her daughter and said, Dear child, take great care of this token of my love, for it may be of great use to you upon your journey. A young princess sets out on a long journey to marry a prince. Her mother, a widowed queen, gives her only daughter a protective charm, 3 drops of her own royal blood upon a snow-white handkerchief, and a golden goblet from which to drink. The princess will take this journey upon her beloved horse, the wondrous Falada, who has an extraordinary talent. He can talk. So she is to be accompanied by her maidservant actually, And so the two women, one royal, one a servant, set out upon the journey to destiny. After hours of travel, the castle is far behind them. Thirsty, the princess asks the servant to fetch her water in the golden cup, but the maidservant tells her shortly to get it for herself. She will not give the princess the golden goblet, so the queen's daughter cups her hands in the flowing water of the river and drinks. While leaning over, the 3 drops of blood somehow speak, sighing that if her mother knew how she was being treated, her heart would be broken. A second time, the princess stops and asks again for water. Again, the servant refuses. The princess, shocked, drinks again from the stream, and again her mother's charm sighs, speaking of how wrong this treatment is and to beware. The princess is so shocked at the warning, she tumbles forward into the stream, and the handkerchief with her mother's blood and her magical protection is lost. With the golden goblet in the keeping of the maid, the blessing of the mother lost, the maid makes her move and demands the princess strip and swap clothes with her. She explains that she is going to be the princess. She will marry her intended, and if the princess speaks a word, the maid will kill her. She forces her to swear an oath of silence that she will never speak to another person of this crime. The princess, disabled by her own gentleness and sheltered life, obeys and agrees, and so begins her life as a servant, and ultimately as the goose girl in the kingdom she was once meant to rule. This story seems a simple one of true identity and injustice. It also seems to be about, at its heart, overcoming intimidation and restoration. But this tale is also deeply magical. The charm given to the princess is one of the most potent of fairy tale symbols. The river is the place where her true self is lost, and from that point forward, she is no longer able to speak her truth to a single person. The loss of the protection of her mother is the catalyst for change within this tale. When we lose who we are, our ancestral link, our stories, our connection to place and to land and to blood, we are lost, and our identity can be taken, and we can be bullied and intimidated into giving up our power, even our true selves. I told you they're so long. And so the maid takes the goblet, takes the princess's horse, and the noble Falada, and then she takes her destiny. The prince is fooled, for he sees only the maid's fine garments and her pretty face. But the old king can see the young servant's dignity, beauty, and grace. Even so, the false princess has Falada's head cut off, so he cannot share the truth with anyone, and she hangs his head over the gates of the castle to remind the goose girl of what her fate will be if she speaks out against the false princess. Each day she tends the geese, combs out her hair, golden strands flying in the breeze, and speaks with Falada's head beneath the gates of the castle, sharing her burdens and fears. Their friendship continues, even in death. The king sees her speaking with Falada, and even though she refuses to share with him what it was she spoke of, he convinces her that she must share her tale with an iron stove, a place of ironclad safety where no soul will hear her. Her story spills out, her heartbreak over the murder of Falada, the golden cup, the loss of her mother's gift, and how ashamed she is of letting both her mother and her dead father down. The king, now aware of the deception, asks the false princess what she would do should someone steal a true princess's identity, slaughter a magical beast, steal a mother's charm, and deceive a prince and a king. The false princess declares that she would send this person rolling down a steep hill, trapped within a barrel studded with the sharpest of nails. The king declares this to be her fate, frees the goose girl, and restores her to her royal status. This may seem to be a tale about a bitter servant and a weak princess, but it is at its heart about protective magic and magical beasts, about appearances and truths, and about identity and generational truths. They're great cards, though. Come on. There is a rich vein of symbolism in this beautiful tale. And so when this card comes through, know that someone extremely honorable has been wronged, and their work, their special signature has been stolen from them. The truth must come out. If any have stolen or taken what belongs to you, metaphorically or actually, from you, it shall be restored to their rightful owner. It also speaks of how the cruelty, a malevolent and jealous soul wishes upon another innocent will only return to them. There will be a balance and a reckoning. Again, the strong connection with nobility exists beyond death. Falada's magic continues. It cannot be killed, nor can the truth. Justice will be done. Allies continue to do their work on your behalf. And even when the protection of parents vanishes, your own integrity and nature will see you through. After 3 days of tending the geese, her story becomes known. The false princess is punished cruelly after choosing the punishment for herself, and the prince learns wisdom and how easily fooled he was. Falada stays half within this world and half within another, and the princess does not forget what it is to be left out and is a kind, fair queen in her turn. Now, that's why I don't pull from this deck often, except in personals. Judy. This card there's definitely someone in your life who is very jealous of you. Pretty obvious there. I feel like you know that this person feels this way. You may not, but I'm getting more of a knowing. You may not know for sure. Now you do. You're right. This person has caused is causing and is going to continue to cause as much heartache, heartbreak, strain, strife, stress, whatever you want to call it for you, if you don't stand up for yourself and do something about it. Okay. I feel like someone's bullying you and kind of like you're not that person to like sit and like pick and fight and argue with the drama all the time. So you kind of just let it slide. Those days are over, because if you don't stop it now, something really bad is going to happen. They're going to hurt you in a pretty significant way. I feel like it's going to be an emotional hurt. I have someone like this in my life that I recently had to cut off because they just crossed the line, and it was hard because it was a member of my family. I feel like what this card is telling you is that you really have to understand that you deserve a lot better, and that you don't have to be unkind. When kind of putting people in their place. Like, you can tell this person, look, I have these boundaries, and if you're going to cross them and not respect them, then I can't be around you anymore. You can say it in a way like that before it gets to a point of coming to blows, which, believe it or not, I actually do kind of see. So I feel like you need to put this person in their place. You need to let them know where you stand with them. Let them know that you know what they did. I feel like there's some kind of backstabbing coming that's going to be the catalyst for all of this. They've done it to you a lot of times in the past, but I feel like now that they do it, they're going to do it again. That's going to be like you're going to be at the end of your rope with them. Okay. In general, stand up for yourself. Stand up for others. Okay. Stand out from the crowd, don't just follow the group. And I feel like you don't do that. And I feel like you're being accepted more and more. You may be a little insecure about that because you don't agree with a lot of the things that your peers do. You don't agree with a lot of things going on right now, but you kind of smile and nod just to keep the peace. No more keeping the peace. It's time for you to be Judy, okay? And start this week. Jesse Peak, Mufon Fi, what is up? Nice to see you. Are you okay? Do you need to go up?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're not sticking around because you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm telling them to roll my goatee out.
Chillin' Charlie, hi.
I'm gonna come down here. I'm just gonna go from here, and it's gonna look cool as hell when I long.
I forgot you can see me. I love it. I like it now. It's cute.
It is. Look, you see it?
It's so fuzzy.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's like a little peach fuzz.
It's gonna come down here, and then.
Judy Wheeler, awesome reading, on point. Thank you for the validation. I appreciate it.
Just now that was Judy Wheeler. We got DC Joey.
DC Joey.
No, trust me. I'm staying down here till 9, and then I'm just gonna go upstairs and rest.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yes, the other day I woke up with one of those. Do you guys ever have those creepy necks?
Oh, I had it the other day too, like 3 days ago.
Like 2 or 3 days ago, I woke up and my neck was like this all day, and I was just kind of walking around like this.
Judy Wheeler, you're welcome so much. And thank you everyone who came in that I did not say hi to. You ever heard that? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yeah, the whole my school teacher used to say that. I don't want to bail on you, Gemma. If you need me, I'm good.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying till now.
No, you're fine. I can handle it as long as you leave me the list. I've done it before.
Well, obviously.
I've done it for like a year by myself.
This is Gemma's show.
I probably could just grab a pen and paper. I'm probably not going to type.
I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep the list here, and then you can add on to it probably when you get down, because there's already like 30 or 40 names on it.
Okay, yeah. We usually get to like 40 names. Oh, yeah. Well, you got to remember people leave. Shelly Roberts. Yes, Chillin' Charlie, please come back. Come back after the live feed and leave a comment. It helps spread the love and awareness and algorithm. Yes, thank you so much, Sweetly More Bear, for reminding me. And also, I'm going to stop talking so much because we do have a lot to get through. But really quickly, I haven't responded to comments on my last 5 or 6 videos, maybe even more. Guys, I'm really sorry, but I am going to take the time tomorrow to just go through. The problem is YouTube Studio will show me 97 comments that I have, which I have way more than that. But they'll only let me check 20. And then they don't show me where the rest of them are. But I'm going to go in every video, like my last 10, 12 videos, and start replying to you guys, okay? Ray Kiner, yeah, come back. And you can catch me on Saturday and Sunday nights. It's kind of late, though. It's 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern time on Spaced Out Radio here on YouTube as well, where me and Big Willie there. Yeah, where we talk about, paranormal, supernatural, extraterrestrial. It's really fun. We always end up laughing.
Oh,
all right.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
DC Joey. Ray and Cindy wants to know if you're leaving.
Where is he?
Shelly Roberts, are you new? DC Joey, you got spontaneity. I cannot tell you how many times I pulled this card this week. In personals, just in general, it's just a great card. People have to start getting out there again. Never miss an opportunity for fun. If there is a chance to make a big splash, take it. Maybe lately you haven't been reaching out to take advantage of offers from others. Here's a reminder that it is a very good thing to say yes to some playful time. Find a friend who needs the same shakeup in their lives. Aries pulled this card for my all signs check-in on Moon Bear Oracle. Then make it an adventure. Remember that time, like water, is ever moving. You miss the moment when you say later or I'm too busy. This card reminds you to get ready for some impromptu fun. It may be only a small thing, but the memory will always outlast the moment. Ask yourself this: what have I said no to in the past that I've regretted? What is holding me back from shouting yes to this offer? You are allowed some spontaneity in life. Do not short yourself on moments of delight. It can buoy you through some other times in life where you just need to pull from the memory of a moment. And I feel like that's a really big deal for you right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, that's why I recognize your name. Sorry about that. It's your first time in this chat though, right? I was like really rushing to try to get the show started. Yeah, you definitely need to get out and have some fun. Whatever's going on in your life right now, it's not so much that it can wait, but you need to put it on the side. You need to try to just get out there and have some fun and not feel guilty about it. I'm getting this guilt coming over me, Joey, about getting out there and doing things. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be working because I'm on a deadline, or I shouldn't be doing this because so-and-so is in the hospital, or I shouldn't be doing this because this person just broke up with me and I'm sad about it. And now that'll look like I'm not sad. You know, those kinds of outside things that shouldn't really have any effect, but do on how we act in our lives and the things that we do. At the very, very least, take this card as, you know, permission from the universe to get out there this week and have some fun. Okay. Be a yes man this week. Get out. Anything that you're asked to do, go and do it. Why not? You know, within reason. You know what I'm saying. Who's next?
Next up, we got Dark Holidays.
All right, Pam, let me pull your card real quick then.
I'm just going to go use the bathroom for the second time.
All right, go ahead. Dark Holidays, can you let me know if you're here? Oh, Shelly, thank you so much.
I feel like that guy from the Dirt Motley Crew. Didn't one of those guys know that problem?
I think so.
In the movie, did. I don't know. They said he did.
I gotta watch that. I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Guys, I keep hearing Hamilton in their room every time I'm walking by.
I know. I was watching it all day today. Blue Crossroads, thank you so much. Pam Smith, this is for you. Oops, there it is. One was sticking out. This is another one I just keep pulling over and over again. She of the Woods, the card of peace, connection, and home. And it's card number 19 in the Celtic Spirit Oracle. When she reached out her senses, she realized she was not separate from nature. She is nature. When she slowed down and took a break, she realized she could find peace because peace needed to come from within her. She taps into source energy by taking time out for herself, taking time to slow down, tune out, but tuning in and understanding she is connected to everything. Ann Palmer, what's up? Nature moves at a slow pace, and so should we. This is not an easy thing in the current world we live in, but an increasingly necessary practice. We do a lot of reading about practices, but we don't do a lot of the actual work, performing the ceremonies, meditating, walking in nature, stopping to just be. It's important more than ever to do the work, put the phone down, speak to nature, ask nature to teach you and to guide you. We must find our way back to balance, peace, and rest. Have you made a connection to where you live, the property you reside on, or the surrounding area in which you call home? Have you asked the spirits of the place to show you how you can honor the land? A beautiful practice to start on could be as simple as asking this question. When can you connect on or around your land and work with the nature spirits? Really take notice of where nature is growing, what animals live near you, and what insects come across your path. All have wisdom they can share with you and help with your connection to finding peace in your place of belonging. Pam, I feel like this is saying get outside, get some fresh air, okay? What the sunlight does for us physically, the moonlight does for us spiritually. So go out, put your bare feet in the grass, even if it's just in your front, right off your front porch, any kind of grass, on your curb or in your backyard or your garden, whatever you want to call it. Put your bare feet in the dirt and bask in the moonlight. I feel like you really need some guidance right now, but what you don't understand is you really do have the answers. You're struggling a little bit, I'm getting, with like spirituality, understanding why certain things have to happen that leave you in a lot of pain. And I am cheating a little bit because I do know what's going on right now with you, Pam. I just feel like in order to find peace, you should really try to block out the negative. You have people coming at you with all this negativity and you're just kind of allowing it. And I feel like you need to really stand up for yourself and stand your ground. And you're going to be surprised at how shocked people are, but they will back off. Don't worry about being mean. That's how you're going to get peace, by getting these toxic, just horrible people out of your life. If, what's her name?
I'm just going through the list.
I know, but Dark Holly, I'm gonna do Shelly.
Dark Holly's right here.
Is she here though?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen her. No.
Shelly, I'm gonna do you in Dark Holly's place because the newcomers, I just kind of cut you guys a little bit.
Everyone, you're on the list, but the list is very long tonight, and a lot of these people are still here.
Yeah, so don't worry. If you're in here, you're gonna get a reading. I mean, I have to end at 11, but
yeah.
Richard Elmore. You're so welcome, Shelly. I'm using the Myths and Mermaids deck for you.
Hello, Richard Elmore.
Spaced Out Radio. I'm sorry. That happens every time.
Go for it.
I was going to say Spaced Out Radio. Heather, Nikki, you don't have to ask. As soon as you come in, you're put on. That way, if I call you and you don't want one, you could just say pass.
And then we pass.
Spaced Out Radio. Lynn Wallington decided to take Rebellious Ufology off of Spaced Out Radio and do her own thing. She left in love. We love her. There's not like any kind of arguing or anything going on. We want to really get that word out. Gerard Bennett. Yeah, sure. I can do that. Read you my book.
Oh, the book. Oh, you should do it an Audible.
They have to offer it.
Oh, you can't.
I have to sell enough.
I forgot that is Amazon. Oops.
No, my publisher. I have to sell enough. That's why it's like not in stores. Before your book can be in stores now, it has to. It doesn't get released to stores. Like you can find Steve's one book in Target, but he sold tons of copies.
All right.
Smoochy, what's up?
I think I remember that name.
Shelley Roberts. Yes, it is one of my favorites. Actually, I'm a Pisces. I love the water. I love mermaids. Yes. And there it is.
Have you ever read War and Peace, my good man? I saw that book in my library. It's like this thick.
Yeah, it's I never got all the way through it.
Well, yes.
Absinthe mermaid. Languid, with barely the strength to lift my head, I indulge no more my decadent drink, my viridian vice, I crave more, I succumb to more, I am myself no more. A comatose green mermaid is draped in a toxic stream of bubbles, skulls, and poison. She is drugged and lethargic, a slave to her torpid addiction. She seems at risk of being washed away at a moment's notice. Beware of dependency. Absence mermaid has wallowed in her addiction for far too long. She has become languid. You have also spent too long immersed in an addiction or dependence. Addiction and dependence sap one's energy and rob one of vitality and strength. Something in your life, a substance, an obsession, or an unhealthy relationship is draining your life essence and you need to let it go. Seek assistance from a trusted friend, a wise person in your community, or a professional to help rid you of your unhealthy attachment before it's too late. Once you've escaped, reevaluate your life and take stock of your frailties. What led you down the path of addiction and dependence in the first place? What steps can you take to avoid stumbling down that rabbit hole again? Okay, you may or may not be addicted, right? Yeah, we can do Meredith. Sure, we'll do her in a couple since she's new, and then that's going to be the last new one I cut because it's not fair to everyone else. You may be addicted, and if you have an addiction or dependence as far as substances, I'm not going to discuss it here, but I'll find it in the personal. I feel like on the other end of this card, there's two things that I'm getting right now. Right, okay, so it doesn't have to be, I was going to say two things. The one thing is it could be some relationship in your life that is toxic. It's codependent. It doesn't have to be romantic, where, like I was saying to Pam Smith, there's just like someone who, and this is another theme tonight, just always wants to see you fail. They smile in your face. They're your best friend. They'll help you with anything, right? but really they're not, because eventually their true colors shine through and they're going to screw you over big time. If you know who this person is, I would say this week, if they reach out to you, really let them know that you're not going to put up with their crap anymore. And I know that that's hard to do. I know how hard it is, believe me, but it's something you have to do to move forward. The second thing I'm getting is something needs your commitment. Okay. There is something in your life that you are half in and half out. All right. I don't know what it is. Again, I'll find it in the personal, most likely, but I feel like there's something that you're like very indecisive about. You're just undecided. Like sitting on this fence. Have you ever tried to sit on a fence? It's really uncomfortable, right? So you need to go one way or the other, or you're going to sit on that fence and be extremely uncomfortable, girl. I feel like it's a really hard decision for you to make, but you know in your heart, like which way you have to go, which way you should go, and what you should do. But the thought of actually doing that is like almost impossible to you. I feel like you need to reach out to your higher power, talk it over with your higher self. Okay, if you have any other worldly attachments, reach out to them. The universe is kind of saying poop or get off the pot at this point. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to realize it this week. These are weekly readings, so this wouldn't come up unless that's going to happen. You're stunting your destiny's growth. Like the universe can't offer you anymore because you're like blocking it by not making this decision, whatever it is. And please watch your negative self-talk and your affirmations. Your, what is it called? I say it all the time. It's something we talk about here all the time. The manifesting. Watch your manifesting. Okay. Even things that you're thinking. The universe is on point. This spring, the whole spring until we hit the Mercury retrograde in May, the universe is really giving us what we're manifesting. But we have to really watch, and watching our thoughts is really hard because they come so quickly and out of nowhere.
Do you guys like summer or winter better?
I like summer better than winter, but spring is my favorite. Really? I like summer because we can go on vacation.
You're a monster for like spring. I love all the pollen and.
Oh, I don't have allergies.
Oh, I must have gotten that from Jeff then.
Yeah, for sure.
Jordan Kodiak, if he's still here.
If he's still here.
Jordan Kodiak, my read, and then Smoochie's daughter.
Okay, Mairead.
I know my read's here.
All right. I don't think Jordan's still here. He's got I did his personal today, so he's good.
Alrighty.
Summer, but I'm in Michigan. Oh, yeah, we're in New Jersey. Right now, winter and spring are fighting over custody of New Jersey.
Yeah, right.
Last week we were wearing shorts and tank tops, and now I had to pull out RJ's camo big,
I went to the gym in
jacket.
shorts one time last week, and I had to wear winter coats.
Oh, Jordan, you are here. Okay, you're next. After it's going to be.
Sorry, Jordan.
It's okay. I didn't think you were here either. It's Mairead. She's across the pond. She's 5 hours ahead of us right now.
Mairead?
So yeah.
Oh, you're from London, are you?
So it's Mairead and then Smoochie's daughter and then Jordan.
All right.
That's how we're going to do that. All right, Mairead. Moonology manifestation. First quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. Mairead, are you too attached to someone or perhaps to your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble. Work with others as you move toward your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest that it's time to negotiate something. And the way to manifest your goals now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. Manifesting mix, there's a need to be adored here, which is fine. We all have that trait to an extent. But if it tips you into self-doubt, it's gone too far. Manifesting mindset, it's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways. Keep your heart and mind open. Believe in your gorgeousness. Tune into your manifesting powers, energies of the first quarter moon in Libra. Thank you for showing me how to work with others and how to give and how to receive. This card is really more about working with others and not having to have everything your own way, which I'm not saying that's the kind of person you are, but sometimes we all get in that. Like, we know that this is wrong and this is right, and we get into that black and white thinking. This could have something to do with your kids, because when I read the word smother, I immediately thought mother, and it wasn't because the words are similar. It was like, you're smothering, like mothering. I don't know. I'm getting this thing with your kids. So maybe your kids are asking for your advice on something and you're not seeing eye to eye about something, or you don't agree with the choices that one of them is making, something like that. I feel like for you, self-confidence could be becoming an issue. Just this week, I feel like it's just like a blah week for you. I feel like you're getting a lot of extra attention, whether you realize it or not. Like people looking at your social media, which you don't realize, like going through your pictures. I know that sounds creepy, but I don't think it's a creepy thing. I think people just seeing you and think you're beautiful and seeing what you're about. But I feel like your own self-confidence and your ability to make decisions and stick with them is kind of waning. And this is kind of the universe telling you, you know, open your heart, open your mind, and believe what others tell you. You have great intuition, Mairead. So when someone tells you some BS, you're going to know that that's what it is. What's Smoochie's daughter's name?
Smoochie's daughter's name is Meredith.
Yeah, like, you know, it's hard to have confidence all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I have self-esteem issues. I have really bad self-esteem issues, especially with my weight. And I don't say that for compliments. I just something that I struggle with, you know. It doesn't matter how many people tell me I'm beautiful. If one person tells me I'm ugly, then I'm going to remember the ugly comment. Spook Cat mailed out your book today.
Haven't had trolls in a while.
No, thank God. Haven't had trolls in quite a while. I had one the other day. I love you. You're so sweet. I do need someone to protect
Cindy,
me.
you want one?
What?
And Cindy.
She does?
List. We'll give you one.
And Sin, I asked if you wanted one earlier because I didn't know if you were scared. Yeah, of course.
I'll throw you after Jordan.
After Jordan. Virtual hugs, Spook Cat. You're very welcome, Mairead. I got a troll in SOR the other night that came in, and I was so mad because she came in and said what she said and then left before I could respond.
Ooh.
She was like, nope, I'm good. She does nothing but smile, talk, and fake laugh. I was like, bitch, please. There's
don't get me started. Hold on, never mind.
Like, don't come in. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like you have to pay.
It says on the title who they're with. You know, this says Gemma and Damien. Obviously, you know, you know, if you don't like Gemma, don't come watch Gemma.
Meredith, you got the confetti card. It's card number 34 in the Oracle of the Divine Circus. I gotta breeze through these a little quicker. Well, a lot of these decks have like really long explanations.
We're gonna try to take a break in about 5, guys.
Yeah, after this reading, we're gonna take a quick break, like 5 minutes, and then I'll be back, and Damien's gonna get some rest.
Next week.
So, Meredith, you will soon have cause for celebration, whether a big win or a token gain, affirming that the best is yet to come. Sweet success is headed your way. Prepare to celebrate. Put Smoochie on the list down below.
Oh, below her? Because I thought...
No, at the bottom.
Oh.
Like, don't just not... When people come in and say, do this person in my place.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. So don't actually just...
Yeah, she didn't mean she didn't... I don't think... Smoochie, you didn't mean you didn't want one, right?
That's what she meant, was put this person in my place.
Yeah, I should have explained that. I'm sorry. It's time to be a party person to find the celebratory spirit within. Maybe you already feel it, or maybe it's the last thing in the world you can imagine feeling right now. But whether it's on your radar or not, a cause for celebration is imminent. So you can put yourself in the party mood. It starts with a carnival attitude and a pleasure-seeking state of mind. Can you allow for pleasure, for play? Oh, yes, there is always so much to do, but sometimes all that can happen more quickly and easily another day. For now, the Oracle of Confetti suggests your time and energy are best spent in playfulness. Meredith, that is the most enjoyable piece of spiritual guidance you are probably ever going to receive, so relish in it. Don't wait another moment to get your celebratory vibe on. Confetti also brings you a message that if you want more success, happiness, and celebration in your life, you can enhance that right now by being happy for the success of those around you. Do you know that success is like a wave? When you genuinely congratulate another and feel happy for their happiness, your own energy field gets a jolt of that same energy. You attract it into your own life. You deserve success for all you've accomplished just as much as anyone else. So be happy for one another. Oh no, be happy for another, even if a part of you wonders if there is enough to go around, if maybe they have taken your piece of the pie, or if you wonder if their success is really well deserved. Let such thoughts be without adding to their power by either being embarrassed about them, trying to pretend they don't exist, or feeling that you are a bad person for thinking such a way. Just take charge and choose how you want to respond to another's victory. Maybe you can even respond to your own doubts by saying, this person is having their turn, which means my turn will be coming even sooner. Be happy for them and be happy for you, and enjoy this oracle, which lets you know that the universe is giving you notice of a party, and you are most definitely meant to attend it's heading your way. So getting out and having some fun, right? That is definitely, Mom, we'll be up in a few minutes. That's definitely a big thing here, getting out and having fun. I don't know exactly what's going on in your life, but you need some fun, girl. Okay. Go out with your girlfriends, go out with a boyfriend, start dating if you're not dating, go on a date with your husband. I don't know what your romantic situation is, but whatever it is, you need to get out and have fun. Okay. Responsibly. Now, the other thing I'm seeing here is you're starting to doubt yourself as far as what you can do with your life. I believe that you're at a point in your life, it's like a turning point, and you don't even realize it that it's a turning point, right? It's I'm trying to think of how to put it. It's like you're seeing everybody around you doing these things that you wish that you could be doing. But all you have to do is take the steps to do that. And I feel like this card is kind of like a twofold thing, because if you get out and celebrate and get out there into life and start living and meeting people, then the opportunities are going to come in through those experiences. Okay. Going out, being with friends, especially this week, getting up and really doing it and deciding that, you can do everything else tomorrow, go out and have some fun tonight. You are going to get an amazing opportunity. Okay. That could, yes, Smoochie, definitely be the beginning of a new life for you, of something new and fun, and something that you probably beyond your wildest dreams, because of how the universe is manifesting things. And Cindy, I'm going to read you when I come back after Jordan. Guys, I will be right back. Damien, if you want to say goodnight.
I love all you guys. I'm going to see you guys next time. I promise I'll stay on for the whole thing. But yeah, I got to go get some rest. My back's killing me.
I'll be right back,
All you
though.
older people probably know how that feels.
See how he is calling us old.
No,
Guys.
I'm saying all the ones in here that are older
Uh-huh.
probably know.
Oh, a new baby. See? Guys, I will be back in 5 minutes. Yay! Can you guys see and hear me? I'm not sure. All right. RJ's being a bad boy, so hopefully we get through. All right, Jordan, I'm going to read for you now with the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck. You guys didn't hear all that, right? I was like pretty pissed at RJ. You guys did hear that? All the yelling and screaming? Not me yelling and screaming, but just, oh, okay. RJ was like freaking out for a little bit. All right, I just want to jump right back into it so we can breeze through. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you for staying. Anson, let me know you're still here, please. Jordan, here you are. Gentle Creatures. Let's see what we got. Offer. Interesting. Our two friends in this card have taken a moment to meet under the full moon. The soft glow lights up the forest. There is an ambience of quiet that allows our gentle creature to be fully engaged in accepting the gift his young friend has offered. It may be a handful of random green things to someone else, but to her, it is something she chose with great care. Her friend understands that. The gift for them is not what is in their hands, but what is in the heart of the small one looking up at them. They are both grateful for one another. Anson. Honoring one another with their full attention is another gift given in the space between companions. Have you given this to another recently? Do you need more of this in your life? The present is here. Focus on the air around you. Smell the scents, see the sights, hear the sounds. If you offer yourself up to each moment as a gift, you will learn the beauty of being present in the moment. What requires your presence? Perhaps it is time to turn off all other things to spend time with someone who needs your undivided attention. I forgot to tell my mom something. Mom, when you're listening, message back in here, please. All right, Jordan. So what this is saying is somebody in your life needs your time, okay? They need you to spend some time with them to really, they're looking to you for something. That's one way to look at this card. The other way to look at it is you are looking for someone to kind of lean on and talk to and have understand you. Okay. I feel like it's definitely time to unplug. Okay. I say this to at least 2 to 3 people every week, but it's true. Unplug from your phone, from the computers, from anything tech, even TV for like an hour this week. If you can do more, that's fine, but at least an hour. And just sit there with your thoughts, meditate, read an actual book, right? I feel like you really have to start looking into yourself and your own spirituality. What are you here to do? What were you put on this earth for? What is your purpose? Sorry. Mom, if you're listening, don't forget to give him his vitamin. And let me know that you heard me, please. Jordan, I really feel like your life's purpose, the reason that you're here is kind of coming out into the surface now. Like the universe wants you to start understanding it. So if I were you, I would take a walk in nature. If you don't have like quote unquote nature, go in your own backyard, wherever there's trees, grass, living things. It's spring. Spring is springing, even though in New Jersey it's like freezing. It's time to get out in nature and connect with it. If you don't know how to meditate, learn how. It's very, very easy. Put on one of those guided meditations that you can listen to while you sleep to look for realization and clarification of what your life's purpose is, your life's goal. I keep leaning my arm here and it's starting to hurt. I don't know if my mom heard me or not. All right, Anson, vintage wisdom. Jordan, you've been meditating for a few months now. That's really good. Keep doing that because the universe wants you to, again, start being active on your life's purpose, whatever you're here for. I'm a listener, ghost dragons, an observer. A lot of you are healers. My mom's a healer. I know she's got this. He's just like hopped up on sugar. I want to make sure she gives him his nighttime vitamin. I was supposed to give it to him, but I was so shocked because my son is never bad for my mom when it's just those two. All right, Anson, this is you. If anyone came into the chat during the break, please, yeah, thanks. Please let me know so I can put you on the list. Jordan, you are so welcome. And like I said, just give me a couple of days and I'll get that personal to you. You and Nikolai. All right, Anthony. And there it is. Playfulness. A lot of people are getting these cards where it's like, go out and have some dang fun already. All right, Anson. Depicted here is a diva sitting gracefully on a fly agaric mushroom. This is a light-hearted moment, and we are not expected to take her too seriously. Her carefree countenance reminds us of the joy of being alive and living contentedly in the moment. She has emerged resplendently from her chrysalis into the warm light of day with a pair of multicolored flutterby wings and a broad smile. The woes of the world can wait for a while as she revels in a renewed perspective of her world through the eyes of playfulness. George Bernard Shaw says, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. The responsibilities and rigors of age can thwart our ability to live in the moment. Shameless surrender to the act of playfulness can sometimes be perceived as immaturity in the face of life's harsh challenges. But the essence of playfulness beckons us to remember that we are also players in the game of life. And from this perspective, we remain in the world, but not of it. While thought and logic are intrinsic servants on our path to ascension, they are poor masters. The balanced integration of body, mind, and spirit brings about a holistic perspective in which there is a vital, healthful place for exploring your unique creative potential through the innocence of playfulness. By drawing this card, the higher power inspires you to seek answers by experimenting with this gift and the many benefits it bestows upon us daily. Relinquish the need to control outcomes and embrace the spontaneous nature of this divine attribute. Expect a profound level of release while making way for a clearer flow of intuition and inspiration. So obviously, one of the things it's saying is you need more fun in your life, okay? You definitely need to have more fun. I feel like there's a lot going on that you're taking very seriously. I feel like there may be some things that you're like not dealing with right now. Not that you never plan to deal with them. I just feel like some things are coming up that you're like helping this person's more important or doing this for that person's more important. And you're putting your own needs and even your wants by the wayside to help others and do things for others that you may not really be physically able to really, or even emotionally or mentally. You may just not want to do them, but you're doing them to kind of be a people pleaser because you are a people pleaser. I love you so much, and a lot of us in this family are. But I think that's that learning to say, like, no, I can't do that. No, I don't want to do that. And then taking some time for yourself. And Sin, the universe wants you this week for at least 1 hour this week. That's from tonight till next Wednesday to take it for yourself, to be alone, to do something with whatever yourself, preferably unplugged. But if it's playing your video games, do it. Be alone with your own thoughts. Okay, really think about some things that are going on, because I feel like there are some things that you don't even realize, like you're not dealing with because you just haven't thought about them. You haven't had time. You've been doing so much. You definitely need that time for yourself. Guys, I need a Jolly Rancher. My sugar is starting to get a little wonky. I'll just talk through them. Who's next here? SDK. I'm going to do the next 5, guys, so let me know that you're here. SDK. Dawn Hendrickson, I thought you said you didn't want one, but just to clarify, Brasselhoff, if you're still here, Mac Taylor, and Heather Nicky. That's the next 5 or 6. Yes, Anston, that means more AC. For sure, yeah, having fun, doing things that you like to do. You do so much for other people. You can't pour from or drink from an empty cup. Sometimes you have to refill. I love you too. Thank you for all you do. You and Nikki are absolute lifesavers. My mom, lifesaver. You guys have no idea how you're helping me right now. All right, and we're going to do the Halloween deck. Dawn Hendrickson, do you want a reading? Yeah. Brasselhoff, I think, left. Mac Taylor. I love you too, Aunt Cindy. More fantasizing about that dude on the romance covers just because. Because why not? Spookette, you're so funny. Like, you're so ghost in chat that I forget you're here until you pop in with something like that. I knew you would. All right, and I'm going to read for you. Dawn, just let me know whether or not you want to. I'm not understanding. Yep is like I said, I'm confused. Yes or no to a reading? All right. Miss Ange, the Halloween Oracle. Ooh, Lady de los Muertos. I can't do it with a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. Acceptance and equality. Lady of Murder. Lady de los Muertos. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm so embarrassed. I said that like that. Ange, pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. The iconic Lady of Death with a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos. The original motto for this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess, Mictlantecuhtli. As time went on, the figure remained balanced between beauty and horror and morphed into the Lady of the Dead and eventually into the more modern graphic figure of Katrina. It is also reported that the identity of the original Katrina was based on women who were very rich and had everything they wanted in this life. Yet, death takes everyone equally, so it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as just another aspect of life. In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was a much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life-affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it may work out better. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify it and let go. And this is really deep, and no, it does not mean someone's dying, okay? Death is an ending, okay? A winter, all right? Something really significant. Do you guys like my nails? Something really significant in your life is ending. Chillin' Charlie, yes, you are. It's something that I feel like it's going to shock you. I don't feel like you see this coming. Now, there may be something coming to an ending that you do see coming, but not this, not what this card is talking about. I feel like it's going to be a complete shock, but what the universe is trying to tell you is it's a part of life, you know, death, dying, death to self, endings and beginnings, okay? You're going to be looking for answers as to why this happened, and the reason is it was just meant to be. It was probably contracted, okay? Could be a relationship, could be losing your job, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Another thing this card could mean is a decision has to be made, again, to simplify your life. I feel like there is so much chaos in your life, in your mind right now, that I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like it said, step into your power, let go of things and people, material things that no longer serve you, okay? But also people, sticking to your boundaries, putting your boundaries up. Now, there is something in your house, and I've said this to people before, and they believed me. Oh, thanks, Aunt Send. That's just because I have a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. I'm like, that you either were given, that you picked up at a yard sale, a secondhand shop. I don't know what it is. It could be a lamp, it could be a book, it could be a ring, whatever it is, has really negative energy attached to it. Okay. And it's now brought that energy into your house, which is causing a lot of this chaos. So if this is an interpersonal relationship that I'm seeing ending, it could be that the problems that you're having in your home are because of whatever this thing is. I would do a spring cleaning. Okay. And I tell people this, do a spring cleaning in December, do a spring cleaning, whatever the month is. It just happens to be spring. It's time for a spring cleaning. You have a lot of things that you need to clear out mentally, physically, and materially. Okay. I know that was a little confusing. I don't like talking through the Jolly Rancher, but I have low blood sugar. Oh, guys, thank you so much. I was kind of just kidding, but got them done today, so now they can stop falling off. All right. Dawn, I didn't see if you wanted a reading or not. I asked you. Okay, no. There you go. Sorry about that. Feel the chaos. Yeah, that was a very chaotic reading. Even like the energy when I was trying to talk, it was like, so Ange, I would really like, if you have sage, if you can't deal with the smell of sage or someone in your house can't deal with it, go on Amazon or go into one of those little, mystic shops and get the spray. And if all else fails, burn a sage or Palo Santo candle. Got to get the house sage. Walk around with it with a feather. Say whatever prayer it is you say. Make sure you get the corners. Anywhere that there's clutter, you got to clear it out. Brasselhoff and Mac Taylor left. And I read for... Oh, yeah, good. And that's great. Keep doing that, because if you're already doing that and that message I got, that means the message means that this week, really make sure you do it. Okay. This week is the week to really ramp it up, ramp up the protection. Okay. Heather Nicky, Roger Blair, Paradox Fossils, Morbid Bear, Donna Messenger. Oh, Anne, I'm sorry, honey. They said there's going to be an uptake in the common cold because of the pollen. I think I heard. I don't know. Heather Nicky, Roger Blair, Paradox Fossils. Okay, Paradox, you're here. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Donna Messenger. Sweetly Morbid Bear, exactly. You're born knowing, and you will know how to clear your home once you start. Absolutely. All right, Paradox, I'll start with you, and then SMB. I think Heather Nicky's here, or she's going to come back for sure, because she usually doesn't dip out like that. All right. Oregano oil is good for colds and flu. Also, what's that stuff, SMB, that you sent me in the Sweetly Morbid box of gifts that I still use almost all the time? I was going to say almost every day, but I'm not over there anymore. But I use it a lot. Camphor. You're very welcome, guys. Ann Palmer, you are on there. All right, Paradox. Heather Nicky, you're next, then SMB. Because you were actually first, but I already pulled Paradox card. Nikolai, yes. Earth Mother. Oh, wow, Paradox. Where is she? These are in such a weird order, these cards. Yep, there she is. Paradox, allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother is protecting you with a shield of love and light. Earth Mother is the female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Earth Mother, you are her child. She is highly protective of her baby and will give you everything you need to grow and expand. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing the vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Maiden, Mother, and Crone behind her, can help you adapt as the changes in your life come your way. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you've had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making the sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based on love. And I always tell you guys, love is the key, right? Connor, what's up? So Sweetly Morbid Bear, Paradox, I was reading what Sweetly Morbid Bear said. Paradox, this card is saying that you have been out of control emotionally lately. You have been feeling very chaotic, right? And by lately, I mean like the past 6 months. Earth Mother is telling you that all of that chaos was like just so unnecessary, right? I also feel like the same thing. Like if you're not trying to get someone pregnant, make sure you use protection, especially this week. I feel like what the universe is trying to say to you is that you're finally coming back to center, like the card said, and it's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say scary, but it's going to be weird for you because you've been in this chaos for so long, right? I just see a tornado around you, just spitting stuff in your face and dust everywhere and houses. I mean, an actual tornado of chaotic energy surrounding you for a really long time. But I feel now it's cleared. But what happens with a tornado, right? It destroys everything around it. So you have a lot of work to do. I'm not saying you are the tornado. I'm not saying you're the one who destroyed things, but things about you have been destroyed due to the chaos. Maybe your self-esteem, maybe you become a drinker. I don't know your personal situation. I'm just giving you examples. Take it how it resonates. But you're coming out of that now. And I think that you have found love and you have found someone to love you. If you haven't, it's definitely coming in. Don't be afraid of that connection, okay? Make sure that you allow that connection into your life. Even if the feeling of romantic love isn't reciprocated, because this person is you're soul contracted with this person, could possibly even be a twin flame, not sure. But they need to be here in your life right now, or this chaos is going to just come back. You were born during a tornado. Do you see that? Good night, Marie. Love you. Okay, Heather, Nikki, and then Sweetly Morbid Bear. Heather, I'm going to use, let's do the Goddesses and Sirens. It's the only one I didn't open yet tonight, which is actually pretty cool. I wish I could bring all my decks here, but it would be too heavy to carry and like so much back and forth. Heather, Nikki, you're so sweet. I did a premiere one time because someone had said, if you do longer videos, can you premiere them? So I did, but it was like the very next day. So I didn't expect too many people to come in. Only one person came in and it was Heather. And she was like, yay. Nobody's here. It was so sweet. Artemis, individuation. Okay, Artemis. Athena. Baba Yaga, where are you? Yeah, it was sweet. I tried to premiere something for Monday, but they wouldn't let me release it to my patrons. Come on, where is it? LMNOPQR. I hate when they're in alphabetical order. Okay. Heather, it is wonderful to be alone and to be able to do as one pleases. Independence is a gift. It is time to create your own life, run your own race. The time has come for focus. The Greek god Zeus has a wife, the goddess Hera, but to put it mildly, Zeus isn't the most faithful of men. One of his many conquests was a heavenly beauty called Leto, who became pregnant. In her rage, Hera decided to kill Leto, but Leto, understanding the extreme danger, transformed herself into a quail and fled to the island of Delos, where she lay hiding under a tree and gave birth to twins. The first was Artemis, who then assisted with the birth of her twin brother, Apollo. This is our first glimpse of the independent and capable spirit of the goddess Artemis, strong and beautiful, her aim with the bow unmatched. Known for her bravery, she grew into a formidable huntress who ran free in the forest. Artemis went on to live an adventurous, brave, and at times violent life. Many stories describe her as assisting women in childbirth, as she did for her mother. And yet she also takes life with her swift bow and painless arrow. Although a huntress, she punishes other hunters who kill mercilessly or without regard for the honor of their prey. Artemis is a moon goddess who inspires women in particular to live an authentic life. She encourages us to live the lives we truly desire, even if it is somewhat different from others. She asks that we distinguish ourselves as beings completely separate from our parents, our siblings, and our friends. She asks that we know ourselves, act upon that knowledge, and in those sometimes frightening moments be able to experience true freedom. Her duality is also interesting. She helps bring forth life and death. She is a protectress and a huntress, and she believes in mercy, but at times acts without it. Artemis demonstrates to us that we can choose to do anything we wish, even if these things seem contradictory. When Artemis comes into our lives, we know we need to be our independent, individual selves, no matter what others may think. The shadow side, sometimes maintaining a fierce independence can mean we exclude people and opportunities. If we hold ourselves apart from others, we may not be as empathetic as we should be. You did not get it, upside down, but I like to give a little bit of the shadow side of it. So definitely independent. Hey, be kind, welcome. Definitely gaining your independence either in general or from something, Heather. It's time to move on. There is someone or something in your life. I'm kind of getting someone and something, which is a little unusual for me. But again, the card's a contradiction. So there we go. There's someone and something that you really need to move on from. You know it. You've like taken steps to do it and then like pulled back. I feel like maybe this is unexpected energy coming in. Like you're wondering why you're feeling so tired, unnecessarily tired, like for no reason. Like you slept 12 hours and you wake up and after an hour feel like you could sleep 16 more. That may not be happening yet, but it's coming in if you don't get yourself out of this situation. Okay, even mentally make a plan to move out of it. I feel like there's something you've been wanting to do as well for a really long time. Maybe you quit your job and you want to be on YouTube. That's just an example. Take it how it resonates. Now's the time to start the plan for that. I'm not saying quit your job. The universe isn't saying quit tomorrow and start a YouTube channel Friday, but make the plan for that. It's time for you to do what you want to do, be what you want to be with who you want to be with. Stop with the niceties, stop people pleasing, stop, and that doesn't mean go out and be mean. I think you know what I'm talking about. You know the balance, right? Heather, it's time for you to do for Heather. Just like I said to Aunt Cindy, it's time to do for you at least every once in a while. You do for so much for so many. Even at work, I just feel like you have like an overload or have had it in the past. Strike out on your own. Strike out on a new adventure. If you can go on a vacation, go. If not, go for a walk through the woods. You need time to yourself, by yourself. And I would say that for like the next month, forget about the next week. All right, Sweetly Morbid Bear. I have to use the vintage wisdom. It's calling me. Yes, Chill and Charlie, exactly. Always keep focused on what you want and need. And don't be afraid, Heather, to say what you want and need and to go after what you want and need. Okay, SMB, you got the card of wisdom. SMB, I've been asking him. And Palmer, you are on the list. Okay. Sweetly Morbid Bear. The last rays of the setting sun fall on this portrayal of mythic Athena. Sorry, the heat's on. The Greek goddess of wisdom and her wise protector, the little owl. As stealthy night hunters, owls are revered as powerful totems. They have the ability to see things others miss, coupled with an acute sense of instinct. In ancient Greek mythology, Athena was said to have a blind side on which the owl would sit, enabling her to see the whole truth. Sweetly Morbid Bear, she wears a rose, symbolic of love and the marriage between love and truth. After all, without love, there can be no wisdom. By drawing this card, you are invited to contemplate the far-ranging consequence of an important decision. Athena calls you to reflect upon valuable insights gained from your life experiences and to decipher truth from half-truth. Wisdom is earned through the human experience of trial and error and by trusting your inner voice over the voice of others. The willingness to learn from experience and be objective about the mistakes of the past reveals the mighty value of wisdom. A clever mind can be an asset or an enemy, but is by no means a measure of wisdom or spiritual intelligence. There is a world of difference between the two. In the words of Sandra Carey, never mistake knowledge for wisdom. One helps you make a living, the other helps you make a life. I love that. If you find yourself in a predicament, Athena reminds you to use wisdom to quiet the mind and shine a light on that which needs to be seen. Ooh, nice. Be kind. What are you getting? What are you getting at from Uber Eats? Okay, so SMB, yes, the owl connection. I have a connection to owls. You got owls message last 2 weeks. They're trying to help you see something. Okay, you have a blind spot about someone or something. Okay, it's something you really need to know, that like being blind to this is, I don't want to say dangerous, like your life's in danger, but it's dangerous for your psyche and your soul and your energy. So the owls messaging you, no matter what they're saying, they're also trying to show you this wisdom. Okay. I don't think the word someone is playing you popped right into my head, but I don't really get the feeling that that's all there is to it. I don't think this person means to do this. I feel like it's like an accident. Like I'm getting like addiction. Not that the person's addicted. I mean, they might be, but I feel like it's like someone in addiction where like it's not themselves. They're out of themselves while they're behaving this way. But you still need to know exactly what's going on before you can offer help. I feel like you're being far too generous with someone who's not telling you the whole truth, even though you know they're not telling you the whole truth. The owls are trying to open your eyes to that, okay? You're smart. You can figure it out. And don't let anyone take advantage of you, okay? Because I'm seeing that too. I'm like getting pissed off. Applebee's is awesome. Love it. I love their ribs. Ooh, a steak. I used to eat those steaks all the time when I was pregnant with RJ. Who is next? Okay, I'm going to call some names. Let me know if you're here. Roger Blair, Donna Messenger, Andrew Anomes Trucking, Chris Jarvis, Nikolai Macera, Jules Enigma. And then there's like 6 people left, and I think like 4 of them. We're almost done, guys, early. So if I just called your name, please let me know if you are here. Mac Taylor, Roger Blair, Donna Messenger, Andrew Anomes, Chris Jarvis, Nikolai, Jules, Gerard. All right, Jules, we'll start with you. I can't believe how many I got through tonight. I think a lot of people just weren't here. Okay, Nikolai, you're next. I'm going to go in the order that you guys answer me. So, all right, Jules, first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. And Sin, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so happy to have you here. I got my mom listening. I got you in. Sci-Fi Master, hey! You want a reading? Oh, no, don't do that, Gemma. Spook Cat, are you still here? Why did he do that? Okay. All right. Sorry, normally I write it. Okay. Aries, I read for you like second, I believe. Hold on, let me get up there. Yeah, you were second. Jake Smith was first. Aries, you were second. I read for you. You were the second person I read for, babe. Because Damien said to me, oh, Aries is in here early tonight. So you got to go back. All right. Meow. Okay. Who the heck am I at? Now I lost my place here. Jules. What in your life are you trying just a bit too hard to do? What are you absolutely stuck on to the point where you won't even entertain other ideas? You need to release your grip on life. Whatever you want, release it to the universe and trust that the universe will come back to you with whatever is for your highest good. If you're feeling possessive about someone or something, your challenge now is to live and let live. In a financial situation, self-worth is the key. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. I gave that advice out twice today in personals. This card brings in a steadfast energy, but it's clashing with another energy that wants to be free. Seed control for best results. Realize that even though you can manifest your life to a great extent, you can't control everything all of the time. Karma comes into play, as do your deep down beliefs about yourself. Energies of the first quarter moon in Taurus. Thank you for showing me that all of my needs are taken care of. So manifestation, definitely with being happy with what you have. Not trying to control everyone and everything. And that's not in a bad way, saying like you're some kind of horrible control freak. It's just saying you have to trust the universe a little bit more. You have to give control up to the universe. So I'm trying to think of how to put this. So like while you decide where you're going to work, the universe is going to decide how much money you're going to make. Things like you have to kind of not even relinquish fully from doing this. My arm is hurting so bad and I can't stop doing it. Not even truly relinquishing it all the way, but like learning how to share with the universe. If you're pin laser focused on something right now that's just not coming to fruition, like a project or trying to get a new job or trying to find someone to date, whatever it may be, it's time to take a step back from that this week. Just give yourself the week off and let the universe do its work. Remember, positive manifestation, even mentally, that is so hard to do. I know, because I think horrible things all day long. Not so much the past few weeks, but for a while there. And I feel like I was manifesting a lot of the BS that I'm now going through, right? Just trust the universe more. Connect with your higher self, Jules, and connect with your higher power if you have one, however you do that. I would recommend a little bit of scalar if you can stand the noise. They have it on YouTube, listening to it while you sleep. It sounds like when you used to make those phone calls from the landlines and the fax machine would pick up, but you just listen to that and it like really clears. You got to look into scalar. I'd recommend some kind of that for you. For some reason that popped into my head for apparently no reason. So it's got to be a reason for it. And just kind of relinquish control again and trust that the universe has your back. Remember, watch the negative self-talk and remember to think positive as much as you can, Jules. Jarvis isn't here. Nikolai, let's use the Halloween Oracle. I don't use this deck enough because there are grammatical errors in the book that annoy me. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. I love that song. I love that whole soundtrack. Don't do what? What did I do? Oh, that I know. I can't help it because that's how I show you guys the card. Oh my gosh, that scared me. When I look down, I see me looking here, and then I see the side of my face. I'm like, who is that? And then I realize Damien's computer is pointed towards me. Oh, Jules, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As usual, Gemma, you are marvelous. I will work on the self-talk because it's been in the toilet lately. Much love. Yeah, and I think we're all having that problem energetically. You know what I mean? Be kind. I'm so happy to see you here. Spaced Out Radio, just cause. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I'm wearing my Dave Scott underwear tonight. I really am. I can't show you, but I am. I showed my mom. She's like, what is that? I'm like, that's my boss. She's like, oh my God. She thought it was funny. Thank you, Spaced Out Radio. Sincerely, I definitely appreciate you. I'm not going to have breakfast for dinner anymore. Okay, Mr. Crowley, have a great night. They're really cute. They're like tie-dye. They have like little lace trim. And they say, you've got aliens. And Dave's face is there. Oh. Be Kind says, I laughed so hard when you opened that show like that. All right. Nikolai, you got the hearth. Happiness in our hearts and homes. Spaced Out Radio, do you want a reading? I'd love to give you a reading. Thank you, Charlie. Nikolai, the heart of every home, the fire that unites, winter's warm centers, stories, love, and delights. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home goddess Vesta burned forever without ever going out. This sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. Dave Scott, don't be scared. Whenever you're ready, I got you back. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and it is where women prepared food and cooked. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often, husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives at home were not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members' safe return and to keep the fires of love stoked. The saying, "Keep the home fires burning," was inspired by this practice. Should the hearth card appear in your divination, Nikolai, you are being asked to look at your idea of what love, home, and family is for you. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is conflict within your home and family, it's time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection has been given. So this doesn't have to, yeah, that's nice, right, Anson? This doesn't have to be so much. You guys are distracting me. Yeah, Dave does need a reading. I wish he would say yes already. I'm just going to do a personal form and send it. Then he can't say no. Then I'll be offended if he doesn't accept it. Dave, thank you so much. Nikolai, this doesn't have to be in your home, okay? But if it is, if you're married or you live with someone or you have kids in the home, watch that there's not too much conflict, okay? Try to give in more. And this is with all of your relationships, even outside of the home. If you're just dating, I feel like interpersonal relationships, romantic and non, are going to be a bit tricky this week. It's like they're going to be just unnecessary conflict. Mac Taylor, I see you. Like unnecessary, like things are going to be hard for you this week for absolutely no reason. You can make it a lot easier on yourself by kind of just letting things go. You know that you're right. Just know it. You don't have to say it, because whoever you're dealing with that's causing all this conflict, they're not going to care anyway if you're right. They're still going to go about their day and their business. Try not to give unwarranted or unsolicited advice this week as well, because it's just going to be resented. Wait till like next week or the week after. I'm getting a weird energy of just like people just like causing you drama for no reason this week, other than the fact that you're standing up for yourself because you know that you're right again about something. Just let it go. Dave, thank you so much. I love you. I really do. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. You guys are the actual best. I'm going to give him a personal and just send it to him. See, that's why Dave's an amazing boss. Not the money, but the heart that man has is amazing. Really. He really is a great, I don't want to ruin his bad boy reputation over there, but Dave's actually a real good guy, you know. All right, Mac, I saw you. Just give me a minute or two. A peacemaker. Yeah, Nikolai, then now like definitely try to keep that. Like somebody is pushing your buttons and pushing your buttons and pushing your buttons this week. Just let it go. Do not react, okay? Don't even respond, okay? Because this person is just toxic and they're going to move on to picking on someone else after this week anyway. All right, so we have Gerard is not here. Chillin' Charlie. Jesse Peak, I don't think is here anymore. Ann Palmer, Richard Elmore, Mac Taylor. And then unless someone else comes in, we're done. All right. Who was this? I'm so lost right now because I'm used to having the pen. Chillin' Charlie. Into the Lonely Woods. You got card number 26. The Fortunate Companion. Mac, you'll be next. Then Anne and Spook Cat. I'm sorry. Spook Cat and Sci-Fi Master. Be kind. Yeah, exactly. Travis DeLuca, welcome. Nice to see you. Oops. Travis. Welcome. Chillin' Charlie. I see you, Anne. I see you, baby. It always pops into my head. Shaking that derriere. All right, Richard, I got you too. Don't worry. You guys are coming up. Richard, you're actually, yeah, so it's Chill and Charlie. Here's the order. Chill and Charlie, Ann Palmer, Richard Elmore, Spook Cat, Sci-Fi Master, and now Travis. Mac, I'm going to squeeze you in there. You'll be in there. Chill and Charlie, the fortunate companion. When we walk alone for a time, and especially if we have walked alone to learn to know who we are once again, allowing others in is a very vulnerable experience, yet it is worthwhile. There is a fortunate companion who wants only to share their friendship gladly with no demands or expectations, but with joy at having you by their side for a time. When you both connect, there grows good fortune, for you benefit each other with the gifts of laughter, sharing, and understanding. Trust and listen as they share the secrets of their soul. For you, too, are safe to share what lies so very deep within you with this kindred spirit, this fortunate companion of the lonesome path. So I feel like while this, is a person who wants to spend time with you and get to know you, Charlie, I feel like this is also you. Hear me out. Jules, you're so very welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're just getting to know yourself. I feel like I know a little bit about you and your personal situation, but I don't retain everyone's information. I try not to, actually, so that like when messages come in, people know that I'm not just going off of what I know. But you're definitely coming out of some cycle of your life, and I feel like you are in this dark night of the soul right now, this spiritual awakening that's painful, and you're kind of lost or have been for a while, but you're trying your best to dig yourself back out. I feel like this could be you getting to know you, remembering who you are, remembering what you like to do for fun, and the things that you like to do because you somehow lost that part of yourself. The universe is giving you permission to do that, to be on your own this week and think about things. What do you want to do next? Where do you want to go in your life? And make a plan. Okay, short-term goals. I want you to make at least 3 short-term goals that you want to accomplish by the end of spring. So July, let's say July 1st. And then a long-term goal that you want to have accomplished by the end of next year. This time next year, sorry. That's the universe, not me. You don't have to report it to me. You can just say it. Also, try to connect with your spirit guides. There is a person that, if the right opportunity comes along, is going to come in this week that you are going to really kind of connect with. I don't see it being like this big, huge part of your life, but I feel like right now, this person would be kind of a blessing to you, and you'd be one to them. But it's going to take like you getting out there, going out, even just going for a walk, that you're going to run into this person. If you feel like staying to yourself and staying inside, that's okay too. Like I said, this person doesn't have a permanent connection to your life, but could do you some good to get out either way. Playing Pokemon on the Switch. Okay, Trav, that's okay. Ow. All right, I'm going to do Mac Taylor, then Ann Palmer. All right, Mac, so what haven't I used? What are we going to do? We're going to do Divine Circus. Travis, you've been in here before, right? I mean, I only have like 4 people left, not that it matters. Okay, there it is. All right. Mac, you got Pixie Poirot? Pyro? Or Pira? I don't know, dude. It's card number 36. Not even sure I ever pulled this card before. It's a little creep. All right. There is an original you, the you that has always been and always will be you. No matter how much the outer forms of your body, your work, your lifestyle, your world seem to change, the original essential you is always there within, unique, precious, and just as you were created to be. Within you is an intelligence that helps you adapt to various life circumstances and situations. You might do this consciously or unconsciously, but the point of any type of adaptation is survival. The Pixie Perot card brings you a message. There is more meant for you in this life than merely surviving. You are actually meant to thrive. The Oracle demands, I don't know why I said that. The Oracle reminds you that you thrive most fully, abundantly, and deliciously when you are just you, Y-O-U capital. Not the version of you that another may prefer, nor the one that helps you fit into the crowd, but just you, as you have always been. Even if that doesn't seem like enough for some people, it's more than enough for you to have the life you deserve that would bring you the most peace, happiness, and love. When the Oracle of Pixie Perot comes to you, it is time to get back to the essence of you. It might be time to go back to the things you dreamed about in childhood, or something that really feels like it expresses the true you, but that you cast aside for some very logical and sensible reason or other. That might be a talent, passion, or lifestyle you are pursuing, or a deep-seated need to create or express yourself through art, clothing, music, or dance. It's time to reclaim it. From little dreams and childhood fantasies, a full-grown life purpose can blossom. Even if it seems fanciful rather than practical, don't drop the ball. Give yourself a chance to be and be seen, to live and thrive as the real you. You are you for a good reason, not by error, oversight, or mistake. Love yourself and let yourself live, thrive, and express the original genius of you. This is like the same message that I was kind of giving Charlie. It's time to get back to yourself, getting to know you, what you want, removing yourself from the chaos, a lot of it which you created, but others created around you. Okay. What do you like to do? Can you get in contact with, old friends that you may have abandoned? For one reason or another. Okay. If it's somebody that didn't need to be cut out of your life and just kind of drifted apart, maybe reach out to them. The heat's on again. Sorry, guys. Maybe reach out to them and see what they're up to. I really feel like you have to get back to self, back to who you used to be before whatever happened. Mac, it's time for you to really take control of your life. Okay. No more giving control away. Step into your power, know what you want, and go get it. And I know that's much easier said than done, but believe me, I understand that too. Okay. I know how hard these things are. I'm going through a dark night of the soul myself. I feel like you're like in the midst of a dark night of the soul, but like almost on your way out. You have to know what you want, and you have to know how to get it. And I feel like intuitively you do, but it's just like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so much work, and nothing's going to come to fruition until 3 years from now. And I don't want, whatever it is, you have to start somewhere. Nothing changes if nothing changes, Mac. It's time for you to start moving forward, please. Ghost Dragons, I love you. You can message me in the morning. Please get some rest. I want to see you come home soon, hopefully tomorrow, or for the weekend. Okay, I'll let them know. So sweet. Ann Palmer, you're up. Ann Palmer, I'm going to use the Lantern Oracle for you. Mac Taylor, you're so welcome. Nightmare, welcome. And yes, I will. Thank you. Might be ending early tonight because I only have a few left. We'll see how it goes. My aunt and her video games. I love it. My aunt babysits my toddler now and my cousin. But I remember when I was like his age, she used to babysit me. And it's just crazy. Like, I don't know, to think about things like that. Like, I remember being little at her house and her sneaking me treats in the kitchen, or like always wanting to spend the night at her house. RJ, I think, is going to get to that point where he's like always going to want to be with Aunt Sin and Nikki. He's going to like abandon me for you guys. I love it though. I love that family's all around him. But yeah, you and those dang games. I remember trying to get the Super Mario 3 for Super Nintendo away from you. It was like impossible. You'd be like, hold on, one more. I'm the adult. Everything else we could play, never had a problem. But that Super Mario 3, you knew what you were doing. All right, Ann Palmer, Lantern Oracle. Yeah, I have to. I cannot give anyone a reading unless they're open to it. Otherwise, I would have just read for Dave. Now, Dave, I'm going to give him a personal and just keep it for him. And then when he's ready, I'm just going to give it to him. All right, Ann, let's do this. Almost done, guys. Couple more. Look at that. You got the cover card. Strength of vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. And it's the 4th card. Ann Palmer. Feelings of vulnerability arise when we are treated as if we are, or we believe ourselves to be, incapable of adequately protecting or providing for ourselves. It may be that we feel somewhat dependent or insecure in a relationship, intimate, social, familial, profession, situation, or place. Our vulnerability presents us with the fears and the uncertainty we need to confront and overcome in our personal development. Therefore, what frightens us can be used as the catalyst to discovering our inner resources and the capacity to self-empower and outgrow any perceived limitation. If we listen to and accept our feelings of weakness and what seems threatening, we can identify effective ways to prepare and learn to support ourselves to survive them, master them, and thrive beyond them. As the maiden, you are the warrior, Anne. Your life experiences and current resources are not randomly, but perfectly equip you to take on whatever, are not random, sorry, but perfectly equip you to take on whatever makes you feel vulnerable. You are at the threshold of realizing your inherent strength. To know what you are capable of involves daring to experience the full spectrum of yourself. This includes exploring what you believe you are not. It could help to ask yourself, how do I handle this situation if I did not feel inadequate? In what ways can my current feelings of vulnerability be perceived as a strength? Write down your answers before further asking yourself, how can I creatively mobilize this strength to make me feel confident in taking the necessary steps to confront or navigate my way beyond what feels threatening to me? The maiden encourages you to recognize your vulnerability as a training ground for developing the necessary skills, resources, and support network to gain a sense of self-mastery and strength over any perceived weakness. Maiden's message, your vulnerability is where you recognize your power. I'm being led to Ann Palmer recommend a book that I sent to Lotus Girl, as well as I do it myself. It's a shadow work book. If you contact me, if you don't have my phone number, just email me and I'll send you a picture of it, or I can send you one. It's, it's not a lot. I really think you should start shadow work. The universe thinks it. I feel like you have a lot of work to do on like your child self, on the person that you used to be. I don't feel like you are that person anymore, but obviously you're not a child anymore, but I feel like there are aspects of your childhood that you haven't gotten over. There's aspects of your teenage years that you haven't gotten over. There's aspects of being in your 20s that you haven't gotten over. Things that took pieces of your soul and kind of sliced your aura. We all have them. And if we don't do shadow work, we're never going to work on them and we're never going to get past them. Some people are able to do it without that. But most people in this community looking for a spiritual path, you have to do shadow work. Like I said, if you don't know how to do it, you can email me, you can Google it, you can look for workbooks and journals on Amazon. It's time to take that step. Speaking to your spirits and guides, getting to know yourself. You're vulnerable, but you're strong in it. It's like, that that's who you are. And they're like, you have to stop letting others take advantage of that. And the only way you're going to do that is if you confront that vulnerable child, that vulnerable teenager, and find out why they are there. What do they still want? Why are they stunting your spiritual growth and your personal growth as well? Richard Elmore. Let's do Moonology. I love this deck. Like I said, I got the regular Moonology deck. This is Manifestations. It's the second one. I think there's another one too coming out. But it only came the cards, and I like to have the booklet. Also, there's a new Dark Goddess Oracle deck coming out, and any of you that have me on Facebook, you can see I printed a calendar. I use them for the background sometimes, like my thumbnails of like the Oracle videos. It's called Dark Night of the Fairies or something calendar. They're making an Oracle deck of it. There's a Marvel Comics Oracle deck coming out. I've got it on I want to get it on pre-order. And they also have an Avatar deck. And there's one more fairy deck too that's coming out, but that Dark Night of the Fairies, oh my goodness, or Dark Fairies or Night, I think it's Night. Oops, there it goes. Night Fairies, that's what it is. I realized I didn't read for my mom yet. I'm going to read for her next. Who is this? Richard Elmore. I said Richard Palmer. What am I talking about? Good night, Anson. I'll see you in the morning. Mom, hang tight. I'm going to give you a reading. I'm almost done. I got like 2 or 3 people left. All right, Richard Elmore. Last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Yep, there it is. Richard, sometimes situations start with much promise and then get fatigued or fizzle out. This is normal. If a situation is dragging on and everyone is becoming far too sensitive, it might be time to take a breather. Is this still what you want? If a situation is slipping away from you, it could be due to self-doubt or because too many people are trying to get their own way. If you're struggling to find a balance with a VIP in your life or a personal or professional connection, it may be time to show your feelings. There could be a clash here caused by everyone wanting to be the leader. Give the situation some air. You need to stop and revive. Emotional fatigue is as dangerous as physical fatigue if it becomes long-term. See the beauty in life to refresh your heart. Your manifestation affirmation this week, love is all there is, and I am love. Okay, so let's talk about if there's a personal situation fizzling out. Okay. I feel like you could give in. Okay, let's talk about all situations going on right now. The universe is telling you to give in. Okay, Cancer is, rolls with the tides, deals with the moon, which, I don't know how it all works, but I know that the moon has the effect on the tide, and the tide is the flow of emotions that Cancers always feel. You've been pulled into this energy for a reason, regardless of your chart or astrological sign. Richard, you have to give in this week. Okay, even if you don't want to, even if you're right, the universe is asking you to kind of bend a little bit. I think that you're being very rigid in your thinking this week, and you may not know why that is, or that may just be how you are. But this week, the universe is saying it's not going to hurt you to let someone else have their way, to let someone else lead. If they fail, then if you really want to, you could say, I told you so. But this week, you kind of have to let go of the reins, okay? And don't react to any of the drama that's around. Don't respond to any of it. Just move on and do you and be you. And next week is altogether different. By then, you'll be able to get your bearings. You've had that time where you don't have to lead and take on so much responsibility. Do you know what I mean? All right, we have Mom, Spook Cat, Sci-Fi Master, and Travis. Okay, and be kind if you'd like a reading too. All right, Anson, here's Mom's card. Sorry, guys, I should have done my mom earlier. I forgot. Harmony. I tell RJ's card. RJ, your card is you better be being a good boy or you're going to be in big trouble with your mommy. If RJ is not good for grandma, mommy is going to be so sad that my best boy wasn't being good for his grandma. And I'm not going to love on him tonight. The end. Okay, that RJ, that was yours. Okay, Mom, harmony. The word harmony derives from the ancient Greek word harmonica, meaning joint, agreement, concord, and from the verb harmozo, to fit together or join. In linear terms, harmony describes many things, from the construction of temples to mathematical cosmic phenomena to the theory of music. However, the innate language of harmony is found in all life. This card depicts a solitary Orpheus, musician to the gods, playing his lyre in a secluded temple. The 7 strings of the instrument correspond to various planets, and the sides represent the relationship between heaven and earth. The melodies Orpheus created were said to enchant and unify all animals, birds, and beings. Swallows dart and dive overhead against a canvas of indigo night sky. In the human aura, the color blue represents healing and takes on a sacred significance in many ancient and iconic religious paintings. Look at that. It's talking about healing, Mother. By drawing this card, you are asked to release any possible feelings of conflict, judgment, or isolation by attuning yourself to the encompassing frequencies of harmony. Bear in mind that in musical terms, there is a vital place for unison and dissonance, and the dance between them makes for a colorful and original composition. The art of listening, whether to the needs of others, the voice of nature, or the silence of your own soul, is essential to discovering your unique part in the great symphony of life. And you do have a kind of rather large looming connection to music. It does soothe your soul, and I know that it helps you get through a lot of things. What this card is saying is kind of what I just said to you, Richard. It's like sometimes you just have to give in, but there are other times where you have to stop people pleasing and where you have to kind of fulfill your own needs too. Putting everyone else, I know that's a mom thing, but sometimes, you need to relax and breathe too. Same thing I told Aunt Cindy. It's time to get out and start having some fun. I don't mean being out celebrating. I know that, you're going through some things right now, and rightfully so. But what this card is saying is like the harmony of your soul depends on you finding things that make you happy and doing them. The harmony in your life depends on you taking time for you sometimes and telling people, no, I can't do that. No, I don't want to do that. Please don't talk to me about that because it upsets me. Those type of things. Not always worrying about pleasing everybody, right? Just to keep the peace. And that doesn't mean you have to be crazy and argue and all that, but it just means, Mom, like, you have to give more time to self for your own peace of mind. Go, Teresa. What's up? Okay, Spook Cat. I've been waiting for this. Y'all ready for this? All right. Cut it out, Gemma. Where is it? My mermaid's deck. Here it is. All right. I got, Spook Cat, Sci-Fi, Travis. I don't know if Sci-Fi Master's even still here. Mom, Be Kind says that I could have easily been talking to her. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get, the cards are falling a little bit. All right. Myths and Mermaids for Miss Meow. Myths and Mermaids, write meow for Spook Cat. That's what I do. I like to make other people happy. That's what makes me happy. Absolutely. And I know you give in a lot, but what the card was kind of saying is like, you need to give in to yourself too. Indulge yourself every once in a while, you know? If people really love you and want you in their life, they'll be okay with you saying no sometimes. Someone's going to cut you off because you don't feel like, you know, doing this or doing that, or can't do this or that for them, then that person really shouldn't have a place in your life. It's okay to, like today, you just wanted to rest. It's okay to do that. And I think you need to do that more. If Mom ain't happy, ain't no one happy. And yes, I'm Mom too to RJ, but this is your house. So you're Mom in this house. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. Mac Taylor, you are so welcome. And that's totally fine. Email me anytime, anything you need. Sorry, guys. Love you too, Anthony. Yes, you two are definitely two peas in a pod. I'll see you in the morning. Be kind. You do matter too. You know what I mean? And that's an important thing to know. You know, you can't drink or pour, however you want to say it, from an empty cup, period. We all need that time to ourselves. All right, Spook Cat, let's get this. Let's get this. Let's do it. You got a certain start of light. Oh, that doesn't make sense, does it? A certain slant of light. Card number 28. From the darkness there emerges illumination deemed divine. Feckless searching terminated by insight most sublime. From despair and confusion erupts another form of sight, lucidity all resulting from a certain slant of light. A pensive mermaid lies in her grassy pond, waiting for an answer to come to her. A grand light shines from above, illuminating her and her surroundings in a moment of divine insight and understanding. Divination meaning, illumination is coming. Darkness and confusion are commonplace in this world, but don't worry. Illumination is coming in the form of a new way of viewing your environment or situation. Some call it divine insight and others enlightenment. Either way, be prepared for a new perspective. A sudden shift of thinking will arise from the uncovering of unknown facts, opinions, or desires. These new points will help you understand where you are now and help you to answer some of the questions that have been gnawing at you for some time. Be prepared, though. The illumination may be subtle and easy to miss. Keep your eyes open and your spirit curious so that you do not miss out on the illumination you've been waiting for so long. And I feel like you already know the answer to a current problem that you're having. I feel like Miss Spook Cat, I feel like, oh, Mom says, thank you. You're a really sweet person. Love you. Be kind. Spookles, I feel like you know something deep down inside kind of isn't right, and you have this sense of justice, right, and this sense of injustice and what's wrong and what's right. And again, whatever the situation is, it's black and white to you. However, for some reason, you're not speaking your mind about it. And I feel like you know something that maybe some other people don't know, but and like should, but you don't know how to tell them. I'm getting this weird scenario. Either way, if you think that you know something, and I'm just giving this as an example, I'm not saying any like your spouse or partner's cheating on you. I'm just giving it as an example. So take it how it resonates. You know that your partner is cheating because you just know. And when you confront them, they're like, "You're crazy. Prove it." And you can't prove it. Your proof is your intuition. A situation like that. But I also feel like this is something that other people need to know, but you just don't like, you don't want to get involved. Like you don't want to be the one to tell them. Illumination is coming. I don't think you're going to have to be the one to say anything. I feel like somebody else is going to come out and say what it is that you've been kind of holding on to. The problem is they're going to be like, well, she knew about it too. And then it might end up looking bad on you. I feel like if you have something to say, especially this week, just say it. Okay. If someone did something, if someone's doing something and you know about it, it's not a question of loyalty right now. It's a question of getting this off your chest so you don't have to hold on to it. As far as your personal relationships and just your personal life, I feel like the card said, a new way of thinking, kind of like a new beginning coming in for you. Not necessarily this week. This week, I think the events are being put in motion for the start of it. But I do feel like definitely a new beginning, a new situation that is amazing and full of light and love is coming in for you in the next couple of months. I hate when my eye itches. I can't scratch it. One, I have long nails, and two, sorry guys, I have eyeliner on. Okay, so we have Sci-Fi Master. Oh, you are still here. Then Travis and Go Teresa. And then I can't take any more people. Oh, it's not 11 yet, but I always think it's later than it is. And then during the day, I think it's earlier than it is. All right. Where was that deck I wanted? I just had a... That's so weird. I don't know. Okay. Is this a bad time to mention I mistook a puppy for a bear cub for a split second today? Oh, yay. You're very welcome. My mom, one time, I lived in like the woods in Pennsylvania, and she went outside to have a cigarette, and she came running back in telling me that like a wolf was standing there with like, it was like foaming at the mouth and had red blazing eyes, and it was hackles were up and it was ready to attack. And then the next day she saw it again and she's like, there it is. And it was my neighbor's dog, Boo. This dog was like this big. That was her wolf. Sorry, Mom. I'm calling you out. All right, Sci-Fi Master, this one's for you. Oh, God, don't do that. How many cards just fell? Oh, I hate when 2 cards fall. All right, we'll take this one. The Good Geisha. Card number 18. Sci-Fi Master, this is you. You are clever. You know how to play an impressive game of strategy to win approval and gain allies. Even without always noticing it consciously, you can sense what people want. Sometimes you are so good at showing others what they want to see that you forget how beautiful you are when you're just being you. But your time has come, the time to unveil the one true real you and attract the allies who are not interested in what you can do for them, but who love you for who you really are. You're ready to opt out of a game that most people play unconsciously. It's a game of image and appearance at the expense of the true self. So many people are so used to playing this game, they no longer realize they're doing it. They don't really know who they are and are afraid to really find out. You are not one of those fearful souls, but you know what it's like to have been caged in an invisible prison, a way of thinking and being that is not good for you. In times gone by, your soul has been shackled, your voice silenced, your true beauty hidden under more appropriate and acceptable guises, your intentions misunderstood and your words misconstrued. You've been like a beautiful wild creature, captured as though somehow you could be tamed and changed. Fortunately, your sacred rage and divine defiance has rattled the cage of your past, forcing the door to swing open. You can and must continue to set yourself free. Be free from the expectations, opinions, and projections of others. Be free even from the self-image that you convinced yourself you were supposed to be. Be unafraid to discover the depths of your own being coming to life. If you do not, you shall bind yourself to a life far too bland for the color and majesty of your soul. Being what another wants you to be is a false promise of love, and you are destined for love, real, wild, pure, and true. Make sure you start by giving it to yourself, then you can share it with others and receive it from others too. I feel like either you've been projecting an image that you think others want to see, but I think even more so people are getting you wrong. I don't feel like this is you pretending to be someone or something you're not. I feel like others are looking at you and thinking things. They're judging a book, they're judging your cover, like they're judging a book by its cover, but the book is you. I feel like people expect you to have this certain image or act a certain way or be this type of person, and that's totally not you. And it may be getting frustrating. I feel like this week, it's like, I can't keep this card because I can't. I feel like this week, it's really going to have some kind of effect on you where you're finally just going to open up and be like, look, this is who I am. And I feel like that's what the universe wants you to do. It wants you to be wholly, truly, and completely you. Don't let others judge you. Let them know who you truly are. Tell them, show them. Okay. Don't ever change for someone else. And I feel like there is someone in your life who's expecting you or always expects you to act and or be a certain way. It could have to do with work or a romantic relationship. Like at work, okay, sometimes we have to, like when I was a waitress, I always had to pretend like I was happy all the time, even if I wasn't. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really someone trying to get to know you, but thinking you're totally different than you are. I don't know if I'm getting this point across correctly. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be authentic, and you definitely need to be honest, especially this weekend. And make sure you look deeper into someone coming in. Doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it could be. Okay. I feel someone is trying to manipulate you. I see the puppet, the marionettes on the string. Definitely don't let that happen because they think that you're someone that you're not. So they think that you're an easily manipulated person, and they've got another thing coming. Travis, are you still here? While I wait for him, I'm going to do Go Teresa. Be kind. I didn't hear if you said you wanted a reading or not. Go Teresa, you got spread your wings. Sorry about that, guys. I got to turn that heat off next time. I think it's all right, though. Go Teresa. Morag Heron stands with Solhar, one of the four guardians of the serpent twins, Hethra and Hala. The great ocean bird is an epic wanderer and has circled the globe countless times. Along the way, he has seen many things, some terrible, others sublimed, but his core values remain unchanged. Like Solhar, we should be open to new experiences, understanding that they don't threaten who we think we are or challenge what we hold important. Instead, experiencing something that might have mystified or frightened us previously deflates those fears and suspicions, or better still, provides new enjoyment and understanding. I feel like you may be afraid of moving on from something in your life. Okay, Travis, no problem. That not really afraid, but like I feel like you're not ready to move on from a certain situation or relationship in your life. The universe is really urging you to do that, though. Whatever this is, has had its moment. It's time for you to know. I'm not saying you live with your parents. I'm using this as an example. If you do, that's fine too. But moving out of your parents' house, finding a new job, going back to school. There's something that you know that you should do and that you really want to do, but that a part of you feels like you're not ready. The universe is saying you're more than ready. You're more than capable. You're more than prepared. Get up and do it. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? Okay, Steve Stockton. Welcome, Steve Stockton. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay, so you have to take that first step. Wake up in the morning and change one little thing. If you put your hair up in a ponytail every day before you brush your teeth, wake up tomorrow and brush your teeth and then put your hair in a ponytail. That's what I mean. Change little things every single day. And eventually you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, a lot more confident, and you are slowly going to move out of whatever this situation is. There's some chaos involved, of course, some codependency, some toxicity, because there are so many relationships these days, because a lot of people are not recognizing they need to do shadow work. I definitely feel like you need to make some changes, little ones, and short-term goals that you make sure that you stick to. Be kind. Yes. Okay. Be kind. And then we're going to be all done. Steve Stockton, you got me very nervous right now. Yeah. Be kind. Let's do Moonology. Is everything okay? All right, Miss Be Kind. I feel like really like, what did I do? I think the block is okay, good. The block is up. Be kind. If you want to like email me your schedule. Oh, Travis, because you were like, oh, I'm just here talking. I thought that meant you didn't want one. Okay, you can be right after Be Kind. If you want to email me your schedule again or text it to me so I can screenshot it, I'm going to set a date with you this weekend. I'm going to make the date this weekend, and then maybe it'll be like next weekend or during the week, and we're going to do that face-to-face, me and you. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. I have to take the advice the universe is giving everyone else. Like that advice I was just giving to the last person, like Go Teresa, really resonated with me. All right, Be Kind. This is you. Yes, please. And then I could just screenshot it, look at my schedule, and we'll make it a date. I'll get in touch with you Saturday or Sunday and make the date. I don't want to say appointment because it sounds so like professional. Okay, you got the first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. Be kind. Turn right to it. Check that out. Well, I turned to first quarter moon in Taurus, but whatever. Be kind. Something is holding you back from racing toward your next goal. Achieving anything is nearly always part inspiration and part hard work. Believe that you can create whatever you want. Be you. Take action and be smart, but also be bold. Don't allow inhibitions or others' restrictions to hold you back. Be systematic, but also allow yourself to get excited about what you want. If someone seems to be working against you now, deal with your emotions as calmly as you can. This card represents a mix of having the courage to chase your goals no matter what anyone else says, while still planning and being strategic. Whatever you're doing right now, remember that as well as passion, you need a plan. That's the way to overcome any obstacle. Energies of the first quarter moon in Aries. Thank you for giving me confidence. I need to chase my dreams. Okay, so I feel like a need, I don't know, this is popping into my head, a need to be gentle with people. I feel like there are people, again, kind of like I just said, Be kind. I do appreciate that. Kind of because somebody, again, mistook you, right? Somebody thought that you were the one. People say like, oh, I'm not the one, or she got the wrong one. Somebody thought you were the one and you kind of told them that you weren't, which is great. But now the universe is saying, take a step back from that, from the chaos and the craziness, and take a step toward your power. There is something that you need to do. Make a plan, work the plan. Exactly. Make the changes necessary, put it into action, because now's the time. The universe is going to offer you the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Maybe not this week, but it's definitely coming. I see in the next month or so, you're going to have the plan in place and be ready to go. And the universe is just going to hand over the abundance. Definitely do that. Let me read Travis, because I think I hear RJ crying and I don't want him terrorizing my mom. It's not funny because he's usually so good for her. Yeah, definitely work the plan. Definitely be gentle with people. Realize that like not everybody is trying to treat you the same way as. I feel like you've just been like highly offended by somebody, and now you're like extra vigilant of being offended or something. There's some emotion there. All right, Travis, let's do this. And Travis, welcome, by the way. I think I've seen your name before, and I know I asked you this before, but I didn't see the response. I appreciate you coming. And the Halloween deck, I used the Halloween Oracle, and you got the Skull of Light, which is the card of illumination. There's Skull of Stars. What other one? Skull of Death, I think there is as well. Okay. Skull of Light. We can stay in the dark, exist only in the midnight hours, but shining the torch, victory is ours. As the famous psychotherapist Jung suggested, knowing our own darkness helps us cope with the darkness of others. Taking the time to know thyself and to seek understanding of our more destructive or shadow natures can lead to huge happiness and less anxiety. The idea of being shown the way in the most difficult of times and always knowing that we are never alone in the darkness are the keys to this magical element. Light is usually a comforting thing, yet sometimes we do not really want to see the boogeyman under the bed. It's too scary, too big, and we know not how to defeat it. Yet by simply shining the torch upon such darkness, the victory is ours. Should the skull of light enter your life, know that it is time to open yourself fully to the clarity of bright illumination. Allow yourself to be seen, to see, and to act as shown to you. The time has passed for hiding, for pretending, and for swallowing our discomfort by accepting the status quo when it really doesn't suit us. It's time to shine a light on your goals, your dreams, what you want. You know what? I have one in my Amazon wish list. I'm just going to buy it for myself. Thank you, Aries, a card stand. It's time, Travis, to shed light on yourself. Go after what you want. And this has been a running theme all night tonight of people making moves forward, stepping into your power, walking away from things and people and situations that no longer serve you, and understanding that you have a higher purpose. You're here for your soul's growth. It has nothing to do with the human body. Okay, humanity plays a role, but it's really for your soul growth to know and understand who you are, what you are, where you're actually from, what you need from this lifetime, and where you're going afterwards. All of that sounds crazy, maybe. It may sound overwhelming. It may sound like, where do I start? That's up to for you to decide where you want to start. But you have to get to know yourself better. You have to shine a light on situations in your life where things are just going wrong. And you have to really take a look at it, whether there's a boogeyman under the bed or not. You still have to look there. You have to look at the dark places in your life. You have to look at the people that you love dearly, but that have no place in your life anymore, and walk away from them. Travis, the time has come for you to truly start being you and to illuminate. Like, it's up to you to tell, like, this is just an example. I'm not saying this is really going on, so don't be offended. It's up to you to tell, like, your parents that your 15-year-old sister is using drugs. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's up to you to shine the light on whatever this injustice is, whatever this unfairness is, whatever's going on that's no good. And really get to know yourself. Dawn, thank you. Regrowth of the soul. Davy Jones Locker, thank you so much for coming in. Eris Mana, that is I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, I have one on my wish list, but I just never thought of it. It like actually holds 3 cards. It would be awesome because my arm is going to be killing me. So guys, I have to say goodnight. It's about a half hour early, but we were all through the readings. I need to get my son to bed. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me and Damien. He had a little bit of a backache. He went to the gym a lot last week and then stopped going. So, like when you work out your muscles and then you all of a sudden stop altogether. It'll be the gym for this girl tomorrow, though. I'm going back. I'm doing it. I definitely love you guys. Thank you so much. If you want personals, email me at gemmajadeParanormal@gmail.com. Go, Teresa. Go back about 10 or 15 minutes. Go back because I did read for you. I read for you right before I read for Be Kind. Girl. That happened to Aries too. He's like, am I on the list? I'm like, dude, I read for you already. Go, Teresa. I did read for you. What card did I pulled this card, I believe. Spread your wings. That's the card I pulled for you. So good night, guys. I love you so much. Thank you. Go, Teresa. Awesome beauty, Gemma. You guys are the actual best. Have a great night. Sweetest dreams. And God bless. See you on SOR.